Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday to you all. This week is over. Thank you all for joining me today. Sorry, guys, it's been a minute. Too many technical difficulties today. But here I am. Today, guys, we're having an open discussion, open panel today, University of Idaho. Surprise, surprise. Let's talk about it all. And lucky as we are, we're being joined by the lovely Mama Bear as my co host. Let's get this show on the road. Thanks so much for being here.
Hi.
Hello. How are ya?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm great. And no, I'm not Tony the Tiger. Welcome. Anyway, good to be here. Good to have you all here. Thank you all so very much for joining me today, joining us today, I should say. As I always say, grab your coffee, tea, whatever it may be. Come on in and sit down, have a conversation with Mama and me.
Hey, everybody.
Good morning. How are you guys? Let's see who we got here with us in the house today. Looks like Mrs. M is here. Thank you so much for joining us. Chick Antique, great to see you. Margaret Hoper. CL's in the house. KC, great to have you. And welcome back. Good to see you. Bongo, the twerking money dog. Here we go. Good to see. I love it. Good to see you, Bongo. And thank you so very much for the first super chat of the day. That is absolutely awesome. One moment, folks. I'm trying to get this all up and running. I'm sending people emails and screwing things up, and yeah, all that fun stuff. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Or you don't. 1 second. Stop it. Thank you. Okay. Now, where we at? Right about here. Thank you so much, Bongo. You cute little teddy bear looking thing. You awesome. Shake that booty. Woof woof bark. Hell yeah. Can't go wrong with that. So back to what we was doing. Miss Dana's in the house. Good to see you. Miss Sherry, welcome. Good to have you. Dara Johnson, thanks for joining us today. Let me see. Bonnie Bailey, great to have you. Fallen Angel, good to have you here. Good to see you. Don't dive. Welcome, my dear. Thanks for joining us. Tsunami's in the house. What's up, brother? Good to have you. Margaret Hofer, I did say that one already. CL as well. And welcome. Good to have you. One moment, everyone, please. Can you finish that up for me? I'm sorry.
Sure.
I'm just
great. Let's see. Hello, Margaret. And let's see. Hello, KC, Mrs. M, and Chic Antique. One maiden nut. Make sure I say it right. Hello, Evie. What?
I'm gonna explode. Listen. Uh-oh. Go ahead with what you're doing, then I'll explain it. You won't believe this.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
Hey, Sootie. Hey, Noni. Mrs. M. Molly Cat. Well, hello, David James. It's been a minute.
Thank you so much, Casey. You guys are killing this today. What is up? Dara Johnson, my God, thank you so very much.
Hello, Papa Roger. Let's see. Anybody else?
Is that everybody? 111 awesome people in here, guys.
Hey, there's a lot. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. Hello, and thank you for being here.
It's all good. All good.
It started moving real quick. Hello, Unique Van Life. I did not see you. Bubbly Waters. Hello. Kim Marin. Hello. Jules. Salty. Hello, Tiffany. Daisy dead.
Did I miss somebody that had someone in here?
Mr. Mojo, hello.
Good Lord. Thank you, Miss Catherine.
Wow.
Well, geez. You guys rock. Evie Marie. I was gonna put up the links, guys. Like I said, you guys, this is crowd funded completely. I appreciate you guys so very much. That's insane. You guys are great. Thank you so very much for that.
Wow, guys, thank you. You guys are awesome. Welcome, M.
Thank you so very much, Evie.
Glad you're here.
Catherine.
D. Smalls, hello.
I swear I seen Mojo put one up too. Did I? Maybe not. Maybe they just overlapped. Either way, thank you all so very much. As I was explaining and stating, my channel is 100% crowdfunded, which keeps the bills paid, so I can keep coming to you guys. I didn't post the links up yet, but thank you guys so very much for the super chats. Right off the get like that, you guys are absolutely amazing.
Hello, Bubbly, if I missed you.
So how about this? You know the issues that we have had with my internet in the past, correct? Yeah, don't. We're okay. Don't worry. Knock on everything that's wood. Anyway, so I'm sitting here and I get a knock at the door behind me, and I'm like, okay. Guess who it was? The internet company from an appointment from last month.
Huh?
That's what I said. I was like, what are you doing here? He's like, internet? I said, yeah, that was a month ago, bro.
Right.
Seriously, it was scheduled for the 26th of April. Remember?
Yeah.
These people are completely stupid. I'm sorry. Thank you so very much, Kim.
Aw, thank you, Kim. We love you too.
Absolutely amazing. We love you so very much. How do you do that a month out?
Yeah.
That's guys, don't ever listen. It's the FBI. It probably is Tsunami. You ain't lying.
Okay.
No, I doubt it. These people aren't smart enough to work with the FBI. Don't ever get Optimum for internet, because I had no choice. But don't ever get them. Okay. They're a joke. For those of you that haven't been here for a while, ask the people that have. It's like just disgusting. It's the worst internet service I've ever seen in my life.
I thought there for a while they were doing like maintenance every Thursday, because like clockwork, you could count on it going down.
Yes. Tiffany, weird. Bubbly, David James, my brother from down under. Good to see you. I hope you're feeling better, brother. David had the big C. David's stubborn though. He made it through that. He beat that shit up and threw it out the window and moved on.
I don't doubt it. Hey, Mudman.
Good to see you. Fallen Angel. That reminds me of one of my favorite. That was my guys. I was a long hair back in the day. You know, all that fun hippie glam rock type thing before I got into real music. And that was my favorite song by the group Poison, Fallen Angel. Every time I see that Fallen Angel name, it reminds me of that. Do's or do. Good to see you. Starlight.
Those are due.
That's what I thought at first too yesterday. Charlotte Groves, good to see you. Alyssa McGrath, welcome. If I didn't say it, Starlink is nothing exists around here other than stupid Optimum. Nothing.
Small said they finally got Verizon. I don't know if that's any better, but
my mom just got Verizon too. So far, she's okay. I don't know. We'll see. Good to see you, Mojo. David James. Joe Dirt. Hey. Let's see. Stacy, good morning. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Great to have you here. Good afternoon, or good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever it may be. I hope it's good for you. It's good for me. There she is, Van Life. Good to see you, dear. Thanks for joining us. So today, folks, is a completely open discussion, open panel, as we do it. 1 to 2 at a time, slowly, so that we can keep up with everything. And we are discussing everything, the whole thing, whatever you want to talk about with this case, all of it. We got a couple important things to discuss and to show some verification about that. It's a little nerve-wracking to me, as in most people that live in that area, I'm sure. So yeah, let's get into that here in a minute. Liza, good to see you. Michigal, good to see you.
Hello, sweet Liza.
Yes. Great to have you here. All of you guys are so very amazing and so awesome. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you guys are having a great Friday. Again, guys, don't forget. Thank you guys that joined me last night for the true story behind the Grony Philly massacre. Horrifying story, folks. And I mean, it's probably one of the most horrific stories I've touched on. I still can't get past it's just disgusting. That man is in hell where he belongs at home. That is where he lives, and that's where he should be. Yes, David. Hello to all the new people, guys. Anybody new coming in here, please, all you meatballs that have been with the family for a minute, guys, welcome all the new people with open arms as we do. Make them feel at home as we do. Let them know how we are.
Hello, Willow.
Multiverser.
And Caroline.
Absolutely. Carolyn, there she is. What's up, Carolyn? I bet it does, my dear. That's rough. That was hard for me last night. I got teary-eyed a couple times watching that. It was not. I've never, with everything we've covered, folks, even this case, this is worse. That story's worse, guys. It really is. Noni's in the house. Good to see you. Nope. There. Okay, let me slow this down. Good to see you, one maiden nut. Eddie, great to have you here. I'm not making that mistake twice. Willow, good to see you.
I thought that's what you came back shaking your head about, because I was like, okay, I'm not going to mess this up. One maiden nut.
No, not doing that one again. Not doing it again.
Hello, sweet and salty.
That was bad, guys. For those welcome, sweet and salty. Good to see you. Here, guys, I'll start this off real good for you. Just to give you hold on a second here. Oh, where'd it go? 1 second. That way you guys know what in the Sam Hale I am talking about. Our lovely Molly decided to make sure she recorded all that for us. And as soon as I can find it, show you what mistake I made yesterday at the beginning of the stream. I still can't believe I did that. And my deepest apologies, Eddie. You know how much respect I have for you. I would never purposely do something like that. But
why are you sorry, sweet and salty? You don't need to be sorry.
So Molly took this and she turned it into something a little bit more entertaining to go along with what I did for you all. So here you go. This is from our sweet Molly. Again, let me know if you can hear it, okay?
Can't hear it. Can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
Mm-mm.
I figured. Hold on. Never fails. Never fails. Never fails. I can't ever just do something one time and it works. Ever. Okay, we're going to do this again. Sorry, Molly and everybody else. Let's try it one more time.
44 under, you okay?
Stop 1 minute not. 1 minute not. That's our lovely Molly cat.
Thank you, Willow. We try really hard.
That's going to go on the end of year. What do you call that? The blooper reel, I guess you could say.
Right.
Yeah, that was bad. But anyway, thank you, Molly. A little bit of entertainment for everybody this morning, this afternoon, whatever it is. Welcome, Strutter. Good to see you, Casey. Evie Marie, great to have you here.
Yes, Molly, it was
Mags.
the one with music.
Hmm?
Molly asked if it was the one with music, and I said yes.
She couldn't hear it?
I don't know. I
Did
may
you
be
hear it?
behind on the chat, so.
Oh, okay. Willow. Oh, gotcha. Fallen Angel again. I want to start singing the song. Clarence the Conqueror, good to see you. Good stuff for Surface Purple. Yeah. Listen, you guys missed a lot of you guys missed out on the good one. Remember that one? I have a tendency, I'm ADHD, as you guys can tell. I talk very fast sometimes when I'm trying to go through something, okay? And about 2 months ago, maybe, we were talking about something. Maybe it was 3. And what was I trying to say when I said, do you remember?
I remember what you said, but I don't remember.
Clean, clear, and cut, too. I was trying to talk about, I want to say I was talking to Willow. No. It was something that started with a W, okay? Mm-hmm. So I'm just talking along, blah, 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 and it came wisdom? No, it wasn't wisdom.
We'll just use the word winner.
That's what it was. Winner. Yeah, it was winner, okay? So I'm just going along, talking away, just like I am now, blah, 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 blah. And I come out to say something, Wiggles. That was it. Yes. Thank you. We were talking about like old kids shows, okay? And we were talking about music, kids shows, this and that, Captain Kangaroo, blah, 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 and something to Wiggles. And I was like, yeah, the Wiggers. Everybody froze. And I was like, oh, no, that's not what I was trying to say. And they just, the whole channel exploded. It was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, wiggle. That was hilarious. I lost it.
It was bad. It happened.
I had to shut my camera off, my mic off, everything.
Yep, the Wiggers. I was like, yeah, don't you guys know that music group? And yeah, it was bad. Anyway.
Hello, Ava. Good to see you again.
Yes, welcome back. Good to have you here. All right, let me move some of this stuff down. Don't forget the finger one.
Finger. Was that the poke the dog thing?
What?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I've made so many
There's so many.
Yeah, like I said, I make so many stupid mistakes. It's hard to even remember.
Welcome, all things silver.
Yes, welcome. I was like, nope. That picture is driving me crazy with the guy in the hat. What picture? Don't dive. Good to see you. Yeah, and here's the thing, folks. We gotta have a little bit of some comic relief here every now and then to break this monotony, because this is such depressing and sad stuff at times. So it helps I guess it helps for me to make my stupid mistakes here and there, so we have something to laugh about, you know. Good to see you, Pop.
Sylvia changed her screen name. She's okay. Unless you know something I don't.
Skinny white kid that wears a tan Carhartt jacket and Miss Trucker hat in the food truck. Well, take a look at that there, Papa Roger. Thank you. The man in the hat. I kept trying to read the insignia. Oh, are we talking about the guy with the camo hat that everybody thought was Brett Kopaka or his cousin or whatever it was?
Anna, here in Indiana, it is 1:09 in the afternoon.
Same here. I don't even. That's the thing, Kim.
Hey, Brian.
There's times that I do try to bring comedy to you guys. There's times that I don't. I'm not trying at all, and it still happens. So that's a bad thing sometimes. You know what I mean? Devil Doll, good to see you. Brian, my brother, good to see you. Thanks for jumping in here today. It's great to have you here. Again, guys, we are doing an open discussion and an open panel once again about everything, not just specific topics with this, but everything. So thank you for joining us, Mags. Great to see you. PR is Coppin. No. Coppendorfer. No. No hack and coffer here. I do not like what she says, so I do not listen to it. Christina Dion, good to see you. Welcome from Maine, one of my favorite states. Amy Conway, buenas tardes. Dago, buenos dias to you. Happy Friday to you all. The weekend is just around the corner. Again, folks, I'll be joining the panel tonight as a guest on Publicly Buzzed. For those of you that have nothing to do tonight, I'd like to see you guys there, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. It should be a blast. I know it always is when I'm in there. So yeah, check it out if you guys have nothing to do. Please, please, please. Love to see you guys there. And then tomorrow night, guys, we're doing our movie night. Donnie Brasco. Come check it out. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It should be a lot of fun. Again, members only. If you are a member, we'll come in here, set it up, and then we will jump on into the Discord and watch our movie. Snooks. Good to see you, Snooks. Thanks for joining us. I love that name. Reminds me of Snooky from Jersey Shore. Cabs, yeah.
Unique fan life.
What?
I'm Spanish, yet I failed Spanish.
Oh, wow. Okay. Gotcha. We will have that.
Yeah, I will try to stay up to pop in and say hi to everybody, but I won't be able to be on the panel.
That's okay. We get it. Yes, we're gonna try, Willow. That's for sure. It's always a good time over there with the, as I call them, the Brothers Buzzed. Dan and Stevie, they're great. Great time. We will make it fun. I think we're gonna go over the just to give you guys a heads up what the content's gonna be about. Let me double check to see what Stevie had told me. And I got some definite stuff to talk about on it too. Probably go over some Dateline stuff and then go from there. Yeah, the Dateline. Oh my God. Yeah, so that's what it's going to be about. Basically, we're going to run Dateline into the ground because that was the worst episode ever in life. And then we'll go from there, guys. So it should be a good time. Seriously. I cannot wait. All right. Is Brandy and Heather in here? Did you see them?
Molly, can you drop the link, hun, for Publicly Buzzed, please?
Please do. If you haven't been over there, guys, jump over there, show some love, sub up to them. They have some great stuff. Yeah, 100%, Carolyn. Dateline ruined Dateline forever for me. That was one of my favorite shows too, you guys. It's disgusting.
Strike's not here either, or Red.
212 awesome people in here, guys. Please, please, please leave me some DNA on that like button. We got 80 likes. Let's get that up over 100 so we can get out there in that algorithm. Please, please. I appreciate that so very much. Medicated Mama. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. That's good, Willow.
Tracy.
100%. Dateline just transitioned to the National Enquirer. That's 100%. Throw them in Banfield and whatever else in there too. God, what a mess.
Tracy, yes, there is a Twitter. Molly, do you have that? What, Sherry? I know you don't. We got to get you the links, hun.
Hashtag True Crime. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us. I like that name too. It's pretty cool. And Noni's in the house always. I love that name too. Bad me. All right. God, I love when things happen to me right before I go live that I get to deal with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's so aggravating. I'm telling you right now. Anna Flavia Constantino. I love that name. How are you, Anna? House in Gemini is why we have doppelgangers. That's actually something I did not know. Thank you. Twitter for this YouTube channel. We have links for everything. I don't know where they're at. Hold on. Um, Twitter for me is here. 1 second.
I just had them the other day.
That's my Twitter, guys. I believe that's for the channel as well. I think so. There you go. Most of these media outlets forgot how to do real journalism, and now their only choice. That ain't no lie, Clarence. I agree with you on that 100%, bro.
They are for sure on his main page, on where the banner is, on the bottom right of the banner is all of the links as well.
Yep. Yes. Very true. Rhea Baldock, thank you. We can get into that. We are going to get into all of that. I just wanted to give it a couple more minutes because I'm waiting for a couple specific people to pop in here. I don't like to start off too much without them. I don't know what's going on, but plus I have to grab my drink real quick. If you don't mind giving me about 30 seconds, Mama, and then we can jump into everything.
Okie dokie. That's okay, Brian. Thank you, Salty. Have a good day at work, hon. Hello, Nachos. Good to see you. Hello, Sarah D. Well, hi back at you again. Hey, medicated mama. I didn't see you. Sorry. Anna, you got into a rabbit hole on TikTok this morning regarding media, politics, and big pharma. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's a big rabbit hole. That's like an anaconda hole. We got salty nachos. Yep. We got sweet and salty nachos. Oh, look at you, Sherry. You were awesome. Good job. Hello, GJH. Good to see ya. Hello, Jules. Jules, you work in the medical field. You're always in the big pharma rabbit hole. What? Don't dive. Koberger's parents hiring reenactment crime scene team for defense. Really? I'm here. You can start before my lunch is served. Okay, Papa Roger. Anybody got any big weekend plans? I have to work Saturday and Sunday. Because here where I live is not only is it a holiday weekend, but it's also a race weekend. So the defense team paid for it. I was going to say, neither his mom or dad are working, so I'm not sure how they would be able to afford that.
Welcome, Jules. That's Jules. Jules. Yes. I'm a little
yeah, that's what I was thinking, Brian. I was like,
What's the matter?
Oh, Don't Dive said the Koberger's parents hiring reenactment crime scene team for defense.
Mm-hmm.
And they thought they read it in Daily Mail. And I was thinking in the back of my head, I was like, neither one of them are working. How are they going to afford to hire a reenactment crime scene team? But Jules said it was the defense that was paying for it. So, which would make more sense.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. That doesn't
And
make sense. It really doesn't make sense at all, to be honest with you.
Daisy, I have a friend that owns a consignment shop. And so I work part time for her doing retail and some other just odds and ends things that she needs.
Is Cece in here?
I've not seen Cece either. Everybody's MIA today.
Nobody.
There's no Strike, no Red, no Cece, no Heather, no Brandy.
Well, Red, I'm used to him usually lurking, but Brandy, Heather, and
Yeah.
all of them. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to get to moving without them all. 1 second, folks. Juniper's here, and she's struggling with something that they always run to me for everything, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Kaden, Grandma, nobody can help her but me. Awesome. With the likes already. We did it, guys. We're out in the algorithm. Thank you so much.
Yay, you guys are awesome.
Yes, you are amazing. God, stressing me out about everything people are. Joy. All right, folks. So moving on. What do you want to start with, Mama Bear? Or do we want to have somebody else start with something? Or
They've already been talking about E&D, so you might as well just go with that.
well, that's a big one. That's a big one. Yesterday, that for those of you that may not have been in here or didn't hear it towards the end of the stream yesterday, it got thrown out there that Demetrius Robinson and Miss Emma Bailey had been released from jail. What? Like, wow, how, first of all, and what was the date the trial was moved to, or their trial was moved to, like June or July?
Yeah, something like that. I don't
30th?
remember the exact date now.
That does not make any sense to me at all.
Hey, Jeff.
That kind of stuff is what makes everybody go, okay, guys, come here, stand in line one by one. Let's jump down inside this rabbit hole and figure this out, because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And then I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, and then on top of that, it was also said that certain charges were, I guess Emma's charges were completely dropped, and that Demetrius's charges are being transferred to another county. How does that work, folks? Because from what I've understood, if somebody's in jail and they get charged in another county, there's a hold put on them and they're just transferred to the other place. You don't let somebody walk on the street. These people were both in jail for a homicide, basically. Okay.
Hey, Molly or Sherry, can you put Dago's email in the chat? Papa Roger wants it. Please and thank you.
So much.
Or mine,
Willow.
either one. Or both, whatever.
Yeah, either way. Sorry, Brian. But yeah, like, what's going on with that? Something ain't right. Thank you so much, Miss Willow. I appreciate you so very much.
Thank you.
How does that happen in a situation like that?
Brian, it was just last night.
What are we talking about?
He asked when it happened.
Yesterday afternoon sometime, is that we got the info, and then we all went and verified it, and I now have, let me show you.
I was going to say, should say on that picture.
A few of you guys sent it to me. I think even a couple other people sent me too, but where are we at here?
May 25th is as of 4:10 p.m. Looks like.
There's documentation proving it. Right there.
Hey, Cece, there you are, honey.
Okay. There's that. Or wait, is that the right one? Oh yeah, right here. If you look at it, there's Miss CC, sweetest lady on the internet. Thank you for joining us, my dear. All right, guys. As this has all of that info, his name up here, okay, his age, blah 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 blah. Down here, custody status date May 25th of 2023, out of custody on own recognizance. So he was released on a personal recognizance bond based on what the bond was set at. How? How do you set a bond for that? I just don't get it. But whatever. I don't get it. And then, as far as from what we understood, that the charges were transferred from Lewis County to King County, I think. I can't verify that yet. Okay. Good to see you, Nachos 8. Now, I can't find the documentation on Emma, so I'll just be honest with you guys. I'm guessing that if his is true, hers is true too. I'd like to find the documentation. I'm not having luck with that yet. We need to know about both of their family. What?
What?
It says something about we need to know about both of their family steam vacation. Brian said we need about both their family steam's vacation. I don't know what that means. Oh, Molly said she's got it. Okay. Thank you, dear. It's a zero bond for PR. You're saying come get me if I don't show up to court. Yeah.
Pulling strings. Gotcha.
Yeah, personal recognizance. But I've never heard of anybody getting out on a personal recognizance bond that's being held on a homicide charge. Or any kind of a murder charge personally, or death charge, period.
Yeah.
There's always something. At least usually it's a 10% of whatever. So, well, multiverser, that's where the conversation is going to start. Did EB cut a deal to get charges dropped? State's evidence against BK testified at trial, blah, blah, blah. We don't know. But guess what? That's what everybody's going to think. And I tried to call you yesterday. I'm absolutely appalled. He always walks away. And that's why I tried to call. If you saw a missed call from me, Eva Bell, that's why I was a little worried about you with that scenario. So Daisy said 10,000. 10,000. Okay.
Hey, Eva Bell.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today, Eva Bell. And like I said, that missed call from me yesterday, I think I left a message. I may not have. I don't know. That was me because, like I said, I was worried about you after I had heard about that. So I hope all is well. Hope you're doing good. And I'm sure you're completely appalled. But as she said, he always walks away.
Yep.
It's okay. No worries. Like I said, I was just checking on you to make sure you were okay. Because I didn't know if you had even heard the information at that time. All right, Van Life is saying, and I definitely wouldn't understand the Google search because I'm also finding the early Google searches on a lot of higher profile cases than before any incident. I gotcha. Good deal.
Gotcha.
Good deal. Very good deal. Thank you, Molly.
That's what I was thinking, Jules. Just
what's that?
If he had other charges in another county, he would have been held even if he paid his bond. She said, so I need some info on these other charges being true because none of this makes sense at all.
Well, that's what I was saying is that from my experience of seeing anybody that's being held in jail, if they're going to get released, whatever, they're up or their charges are dropped or whatever. If another county has a hold on them or has a warrant for them, they hold them and then they just transfer them from jail to jail. They don't let them walk out the front door. That makes no sense to me, especially since it's being said that King County is picking up the charges. So what's going on with that?
Yeah.
How do you walk out the front door with that? And don't tell me that's a mistake. Don't say that because that's bullshit. I'm sorry. Excuse the language, but
yeah. And Bubbly says, they're probably watching him or tracking him, and
I'm sure.
that's probably very possible.
You can't see everything, though. You know what I mean?
Hello.
Raul Kurvitz. Hi, Jules. And I see other very familiar names as well. Chicken Geek. And hi, all. Welcome. Good to have you, Raul.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us. Hey there. Raul. I've always loved that name, Raul. Sudi Basic. Good to see you. I don't think I said hi to you earlier. Thanks for joining us. Maybe it's not them. I don't know, Willow. What we got documentation showing it, so I don't know.
Nelly B. Here's a wild theory, but if Emma and Demetrius snitched on someone, they go free, and now prosecution demand his alibi. Maybe they have given them info on someone else.
Interesting. Good point.
Yeah. And Eva Bell, Caden didn't die in King County, grew up in Pierce County, and lives in Holman. So that doesn't. Hello, Mrs. Lori. Something isn't right. We all know it. Those two getting out of jail and Emma getting cleared of all charges. I have a sick feeling those two keep Idaho funded. Just my opinion. Yeah.
Another good point. Okay, guys, I got.
There's Sylvia. Hello, honey.
Trying to pull up here from the email. What is
Casey
this?
was worried about you, hun.
I'm sorry. Oh,
I was talking to Sylvia, not you. Hey, Pappy Man.
that's a good point there, Eva.
Long-time watcher, first-time commenter. Love the info you bring and love this forum, along with some of the others on here who have channels. Well, thank you. I'm glad.
Where'd that come from?
Pappy Man? He's a long-time watcher, first-time commenter.
Oh, well, thank you so very much. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Appreciate that. If that's your picture, I love your beard. That's awesome. Seriously. And I love the name, Pappy Man. I appreciate you being here, watching, listening, and commenting, my friend. I absolutely all the way around. What's up, G? Good to see you.
Oh.
Nelly B's in the house.
Hello, Ann.
Paula knows who had D is very well. Okay, there we go. Yes, sir. Great beard, brother. Great beard.
Yes,
I can't.
we talked about that earlier.
Murder and manslaughter are two different things. Intent is everything along with how they would prove Caden took their drugs to prove it right. Right, exactly. Kind of convenient too, isn't it, CL? I've always thought that. Did I say hi to Daisy? I hope I did.
Hi, Nelly B. I am Mama Bear, his co-host. It's nice to meet you.
She's the better of the two. I get that one, Sylvia. I do too. It's just wrong, all the way around. Oh man. Julie Dunn says, Jules of all trades, true crime made 2020 changed how they would process people in court system and lower drug crimes if he were determined not to be the seller to see why. Gotcha. Okay. Welcome, Miss Sophie. Thanks for joining us today.
Hello, Sophie.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Good to have you here. And again, welcome to all you meatballs that have joined recently. She's definitely the prettier of the two. You're not lying, Carolyn. You are not lying on that one. Does anyone think maybe Brian's phone was at Dee's brother's house around the corner from King and drove his white Elantra around? I mean, as I say, everything's on the table honestly, Eva.
Yeah.
Seriously. I don't take nothing. Like I told you guys, I'll say it again. If I had somebody jump in here saying, "Hey, Dago, I figured it out. I was standing in the band field and I saw this little round thing laying over in the field, and three little green dudes jumped out, and I watched them run in the house, and they came back out. They had blood on their hands." I'm not going to deny that. I may not believe you, but I'm not going to deny that. Okay, at this point, right? Hashtag. That's the thing. Dee's brother also owns a white Elantra. So does about, I don't know, 35 other people living in that general vicinity. As we had found out that there was one that when we spoke with Miss Kim, that one of the kids that lives in that area has a white Elantra that was parked on her driveway. She didn't even realize, and she talked to that person. The police never talked to him. Why would you not? I think that anybody owning that car should have been locked down, spoken to, and swabbed. Period. That's my opinion, but I'm just saying. Just saying. Where did that comment go? I just saw it. CL says murder is a huge threshold to prove. Very true. I saw the murder charges and knew they would be released. Manslaughter would have been more. Yeah, I agree with that one too. That type of a charge, murder 1 or 2, is not going to sit with that. Manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter, that type of a charge typically would be a better charge for that. But the way things are going over there, guys, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. Bubbly says there's a lot of Asian gangs there. Are you in that realm of area, Bubbly?
She says here too, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know that. That's something new. Interesting that Brian Christopher Koberger has not given his alibi to MPD. I think when he was arrested, he asked for a lawyer and has followed counsel since. 100%. Don't forget the words that will never be forgotten. Has anyone else been arrested yet? And I can't wait to be exonerated for this.
Mm-hmm.
Those are stuck like claws in my brain, folks, because those words tell their own story, in my opinion, completely. They really do. Just saying.
Hey, Kimberly.
To fix the camera when Stewie jumped up here last night. Kimberly KV, good to see you. Did they only sneakily get BK's DNA, or did they do that for others too? If only BK, then it seems sus to me. I mean, it would be very easy to get multiple. Like I said, guys, the morning that 911 call went out, and when they arrived, they should have locked the whole scene down. They should have swabbed and detained everybody there until they had some kind of a regulatory situation set down, okay? And they didn't. And they haven't done things by the book, in my opinion. People keep arguing with me. Show me one thing that they didn't do by the book. Well, I don't have time because there's so much stuff, okay?
Right.
So much stuff. It's insanity. I just feel like there has to be a connection between. What did Raul say? I missed. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep you guys in the loop with some of this stuff. Raul. Tell it to L. I love that. Welcome, by the way. You guys are so like creative with your names and stuff. It's really cool. There's me, boring old Dago. Whoa, that was creative, you know. But you guys got some great names. I love them. They could lower the charges, not release. That's kind of what I thought would go on, Eva Bell. But if anything, didn't happen. They're just here you go. Here's $10. Go buy yourself lunch. You're free. It's kind of what it reminded me of, you know.
Hello, April.
There's April. Good to see you, dear. Thanks for joining us.
Can anyone name one thing they did by the book?
That'd be easier to do because they didn't. I don't know where everybody is, but okay. And Molly, did you send? You said you had Emma's documentation because I haven't seen it yet. Is that who you were talking about? Because if that's the case, you resent me Demetrius's stuff. Because I could not find Emma's. D Smalls is in the house. Good to have you. We wouldn't because no one knows who Dave really is. Fact. That's a fact. Dave is in the Grub Truck video. How do we know? We don't know. That's the thing. But I'm going to venture to say he's somebody close to that circle. So, and I don't want to put him out there like that if he doesn't want to be put out there. I have to respect that, for his own safety and security, because we don't know the situation that he could be involved in or close to. We got 300 people in here, folks. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you all for joining us today.
Yes.
What are you talking about, Eva? Apparently it's on video. What are we talking about there? Van Life says, I can definitely confirm that Dave is not Saeed, although I thought it was. I think quite a few people thought Dave was Saeed at one point. So don't feel bad, Van Life. You're good, hun. I live in Lewis County, and the next town to me... Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Alien says, I live in Lewis County, and the next town to me is Lewiston, but it's all in MO, just kind of weird. Ah, okay. I got what you're saying, yes.
Dave is aware.
Dave is aware. Ah, okay. I understand, hon. Makes sense. Bubbly says, I'm just curious who Papa Rogers thinks Dave is. The hearing when they were released. Okay.
Well, even if we do figure it out, we wouldn't release it because that would put him in danger.
Yeah, I'm not.
More so than what he already is. So
I won't do that. I would never do that. Anything I were to have from Dave that is supposed to be private will stay private. Anything that I have from Kim that's supposed to be private will stay private. That's just, I keep my word. End of story. So, all right, there it is. Thank you, Molly, dear. Miss Emma Bailey, age 22, female, Lewis County Sheriff, ID number 386, out of custody, own recognizance. Same scenario. And that's kind of convenient. Due to the current status, updates on this record are no longer available. How about that? Set it on Demetrius's too.
Yep.
There it is, folks. In black and white. You can't deny that. It doesn't make sense. I can't find anything on it to make sense. Okay. That's who said what? Did they say good for you, Dago? If they wanted their identity known, they wouldn't hide. I mean, that's my point. That's what I'm saying. Like, here's the thing. If Dave came to me and said, listen, Dago, this is my name. This is who I am. Here's a picture of me. This is what I want you to do. Or, this is what I can tell you, so on and so forth. And I would say, do you mind if I do this? Well, yeah, I don't want you to do that. Okay, then I'm not going to do that because your life is just as important as everybody else's. Who knows what the situation is? These people are not hiding for a reason. These people are not telling us certain things. They're for a reason. It's not to be, sneaky. It's because there's a security issue with it, And I'm going to, even if there wasn't, if that comes out of that person's mouth or that's a thought in their mind, I'm going to go with that because you just don't know. That's all I'm saying, guys.
Hey, Catherine, thank you.
All right, so we have confirmation on both people. They've been released on their own recognizances. There it is. And again, yes, I am sure that they're both being observed, okay, to some extent. And I pray to God that they are. I'll be honest with you, but here's the thing, guys. People should not be afraid to live their life at this point. And I think that there are multiple handfuls of people that are petrified to just walk down the road, to talk to certain people, to do anything at this point, and it shouldn't be at all, So,
welcome, Catherine. I'm glad you're here.
Yes, we're great. We're so happy to have you here, Catherine. Eve Lucky says his confidence and his urgent need to be transferred and be exonerated says a lot. He is the only one who knows if he has culpability. Question is why go through all the mess? Something's very odd.
Mm.
Well, why do you? I mean, yeah. And you're talking about transferred, as in being transferred from Pennsylvania back to Idaho, or being transferred out of Idaho to a different area. Welcome, Peaches 81.
Welcome, Peaches. Good to
It's
see
great
ya.
to have you here. Yes, thank you so much for jumping in the chat with us today. Which Carolyn says, or no, wrong one. Sorry, where did it go? This chat's moving.
Mm-hmm.
Dope kills you. Use it, it can kill you. Yeah, well, yeah, especially that kind of stuff. I believe today I might do my last live around 2. I will be taking a break from my YouTube channel to due to work. I will do my very best to keep everybody updated, but I have to focus. Understandable, and you know how to reach me, Van Life, if you need to, or if you want to for anything, you know how to get to me. So please feel free to at any time with anything you want to tell me, okay? And that's been that way, for how long? So, 100%, 100% David, is it? Okay. Is it normal for an alibi to be demanded by the state? No, it's not, Jules. That was something we talked about yesterday. That's very weird to me. And you have the degrees. Don't you think, you know, does that mean he just hasn't given one at all? Or is that the prosecution just doesn't know what he'll be going with? I mean, I've never heard of uh, prosecution or anybody demanding something like that ever. Okay, which
It's
makes
okay, Eva Bell.
what's that?
I said it's okay, Eva Bell.
What's the
She
matter?
said
Is
it's because I have kids and it's not about me, it's about the victims.
100%.
Casper West created a complimentary illustration of me. If anyone needs a face, I'm sorry if it upsets people.
We don't need to know what you look like, dear.
No.
We don't need to know what you. Why do we need to know what she looks like, guys? We don't. There's creators out there that have channels that come out and talk about this stuff that we've never seen. That's okay. So that, as far as I'm concerned, it's just as well that Eva Bell keeps her face a secret as well. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that just because somebody doesn't put their face out there doesn't mean they're lying about something either.
Right.
That exactly it, Anna. I think a lot of us feel the same way, Eva, and people that don't, just let that roll off your back. That's all you got to do. What's up with those people on the hill at the murder? Or wait a minute. What's up with those people on the hill at the murders? Who were they? What are you talking about, Sophie? Give me a little more detail so we can look into it. Sassy Press. Nice name. You can't find an outstanding warrant for him, huh? What was that?
My phone.
You are absolutely welcome, Eva. Don't worry about that, my dear. Where did that go? And there's another one. We love Eva Bell anyway for her strength and courage. 150,000%. Thank you. Hashtag. Yeah, like I said, hon, you know who supports you and who doesn't, and most of us have your back and support you. So don't worry about it. Anybody that doesn't, oh well. That's the way I look at it. Oh well. Daisy says no, Dago, but creators, some like to try and challenge a person, and they have no right to. YouTube is supposed to be. You're absolutely right, Daisy. That's why I don't support that kind of stuff at all. Are you talking to me, Sophie? Cece, are you in here, hon? If she's talking to me, can you put my my email in the chat for me, dear?
Or April or Sherry.
Molly, anybody that has the link for it. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting multiple people to not be here, which is okay. People have lives, they have to live them. I just wasn't expecting it. So I
Yeah.
should have been more prepared for it. And that's my fault. Um,
Just Samantha, I don't think it will come to that. They asked mental health, and Brian had a psychotic break.
what?
Wanted to know if anybody thought that it would come into play that BK had a psychotic break, mental health.
I doubt it.
Is why he did it. But,
I absolutely doubt it.
yeah, I don't think it will.
I don't think it. He seemed way too put together for me.
Mm-hmm.
Bib Keenan, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. The charges, Sassy, were transferred over to King County from Lewis County, as what we were told. But again, that still doesn't make sense to me because you transfer charges, you transfer inmate. You don't let them walk. You know.
Unfortunately, Matt, no, because we've been live for an hour, so we haven't got to watch Jules' new video on the Doordash driver yet.
I mean, we can if
But
you guys
welcome.
want. Yeah, we definitely could review it if you guys really want to see it. I haven't seen it. I'm surprised I didn't even realize it was out.
I didn't either.
I'm sorry, Jules. I feel guilty now.
Right?
I'm usually right on top of her stuff. Maybe it's sentencing, which is why he said silent. That is very possible.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stevie. I'm live. I put it out there. My apologies, brother. It's not my video. Go to the original posters channel. Thou shalt not kill true crime. I've never even heard of that one. Interesting.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about that. So my apologies to everyone. I don't get to catch everything, but yes, Stevie, you're welcome. If you are you a member, Stevie? Yeah, he's green. It should be in you have to become part of the Discord and then you'll know when I go live because I let everybody in Discord know before I do it. Okay, what is that called again? Thou shalt not kill.
True crime, yeah.
That's interesting. I never heard that one before. It must be brand new.
And if there's anybody here today that wasn't here yesterday or in the evening stream, we've had to change the movie night from tonight to tomorrow night because Dago's going to be on panel with Publicly Buzzed tonight. So just want to make sure we get it out to everybody.
My apologies for anybody that did not get that right. I had forgotten about that. They had told me earlier last week, and I completely, and you know how I am, guys. I'm sorry.
Hello, Cindy Ann.
There's Cindy.
Hi, Audrey Cakes.
Thou shalt not kill true crime. Okay, here we go. I found that. And what video was it? I have 3. Oh.
Something about Doordash driver.
Ah. Yeah, we're going to review this one for sure. All right, so this is called Thou Shalt Not Kill True Crime, folks. If we got a link for that, let's drop that. Go check him out. He's a new creator, I'm guessing, so we need to do what we do with YouTube creators, support and show the love.
Bubbly said it's a new channel. He's got some good takes on things. So
very well, and we shall support and help because that's what somebody did for me one day too. So that's how we do it.
I'll find a link and throw it up there.
Yeah, let's put a link out there for him. More power to you, brother. Anybody that's doing this, that has a passion for it, that's trying to make it work, good for you. You know what I mean? I support it 100%. And again, I'm sorry, Stevie. I thought that you would have gotten the alert, so my apologies, brother. All right, let's blow this up here a little bit, guys. Give you a little bit more screen room. Give you some subtitles just in case he talks fast. And let's watch it and see what happens here, guys. Shoot. I do this every time. Hold on. Burp. Ooh. 1 second. SRB, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Absolutely. I have nothing but love for new creators. As long as they're not slinging crazy stuff and they're not making, re-victimizing victims and so on and so forth, I will 100% support them. Somebody supported me at one time. That's how I got to where I'm at. So, we got to do that for each other. We have to support and raise each other up to make this happen so that this community can do what it needs to do to be the voice for the voiceless, to get true justice for these victims and their families. So that's how this works.
If we don't work together, we're not going to get anywhere or get anything accomplished or help anyone.
Amen to that one. Thank you, Mama Bear. And that's what it's all about. All right, there we go. I think I got it now, guys. All right, again, folks, this is Thou Shalt Not Kill True Crime. Welcome to the community, brother, and I hope you do well.
I was going to come over to Jack the Box to see some tacos. No, of course not. How we doing? Good to see you again. Thank you so much for stopping by. You guys really enjoyed yesterday's video. I really appreciate it. So I'm here at the Jack in the Box in Pullman. This is the one right near Koberger's house. Now it is on the corner of Grand and Stadium Way. Now I very quickly walked around the property.
What'd you say?
Echo.
Okay.
And I wanted to immediately point this out to you. Okay, not only is it a 24-hour drive-through, but what do we see right near the lights? That's right, plenty of cameras. So I'm very certain this is probably where the Doordash would have come in through that door right there. So that camera probably most likely has some camera footage that would be very valuable to us, like who the Doordash driver is. Now it has been confirmed that it is a girl with black hair. And if I could get someone to talk to me today about anything, I don't care. All I need confirmation is if she's wearing a headband and some bracelets. If she's wearing a headband and some bracelets, guess what, everybody? That's Emma Bailey.
Emma Bailey.
A whole new ball game. Let's see if I can work my magic and get some people to talk. Now I got to be kind of sneaky about it, so I can't just come in blazing in with a camera. So we're gonna have to figure this out. Probably gonna have to lay it down. Won't be able to get anybody on, but I'll see what I can do. And then we're gonna have the Brian Koberger special, a couple of vegan tacos, and we'll see where he used to sit if I can figure that out. All right, walking in the door. See what we can do.
I didn't know they even carried tacos. I always thought it was burgers and stuff.
How you doing, man? Pretty good. How are you? I'm good, brother. Yeah, tacos, right?
Yeah.
I guess I'll be. How many? 2?
Yeah, it's 2 for 1 order of tacos.
Okay. How much?
$1.99.
Okay, cool. I'll take a couple of those.
2 orders of those?
Just one order. Yeah.
The taxes and the
Just have a question. Would there be anybody here that could possibly talk to me about the night of November 13th?
She's a little busy right now.
I'll wait.
I don't know. Anybody else will probably be able to talk to you about that?
Okay, I'll wait.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Alright, guys, got my tacos. Gonna find a seat, see where he would sit. And hopefully, he said somebody will come and talk to me. So we'll see. All right, I'll get back to you. Well, guys, guess what? I was able to work my magic, and I found out 100% confirmation, and I have the recording of who the Doordash driver is. Here it is.
Well, what is good?
Okay, so his name's Aaron, the Doordash driver. Where can I, what does he look like?
This is the only picture of him I have.
He's a big guy. Okay, hold on.
I don't think he.
Can I take a picture of your screen?
I don't think he DoorDashes here no more. Like, didn't you get him off the route?
Oh, yeah, because he was eating the food.
Okay. His name is Aaron. Aaron. He likes to say he can't find the address of the customer so he can eat the food. He canceled the order for us to remake it for another DoorDasher to take. Tired of it. Please keep an eye out, team. What the hell? Well, dude, I guess that's why you're getting fat there, bro. You can't be eating other people's food, first off. So they're saying that it's not a female. This is definitely not a woman. I mean, if he keeps eating like that, he's going to look like one. But um, wow. He likes to say he can't find the address of the customer so he can eat the food. So, okay. Anyway, I got his name written down. Let's move on. Sorry, folks.
Yeah,
eating your food.
Yeah, he was saying that he couldn't find the house and then we'll cancel the order and keep the order.
Yeah. So this is the DoorDash driver that night.
He's the one that, well, at least he was telling us he was.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was right after it happened. Are you a reporter or?
Well, see, guys, that's why you hit the pavement and you go ask the questions yourself. There's so much misinformation out there. It was not a girl with black hair. A big dude.
I'm not saying that he's wrong, okay? But you heard them say, at least he told us he was. That's not like a clear verification. We can't go by that 100%, okay? But at this point, what the hell, So we got a fat, starving DoorDash driver that wanted their food. That's what we got from it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not judging anybody for being overweight by any means. I'm just saying that was kind of funny.
Clarence said this is all good food for thought, though.
It is. That's what I'm saying. We got something else to store back here to add to what we got going already, guys. Part of the think tank, and I appreciate Thou Shalt Not Kill True Crime for that. I really do, for taking the effort to go there. So a lot of us can't, I'm all the way over here in Ohio. Mama Bear is not that far from me. We got people all over the United States that want to do what this guy's doing. So God bless you, brother, and more power to you. Keep up the great work.
Probably mid-30s or 40s. Who's stealing the food and he got fired. This is why you don't listen to the mainstream media, and you got to be careful who your sources are. You want to know the truth, you got to go find it yourself. All right, guys, so I needed to have a quick chat with you actually about some of the information in this video. So I want to let you know that in the beginning when I said I had confirmed that the DoorDash driver was a girl with black hair, that was the information that I had currently at the time. And I came to that conclusion through a source of mine. Now, I'm pretty sure you know who this guy is. His name is JLR Investigates. And he has a video called, hold on, I want to make sure I get this right. Breaking, DoorDash delivery driver was a woman. So that was the information that I had before I went into the Jack in the Box. As you saw, that completely changed after I came out. And I'm going to tell you why that information was told to JLR. Now, I asked those 3 employees why there is so much misinformation coming out of that Jack in the Box about who that DoorDash driver is. And all 3 of them looked at each other at the same time and said to me, no, man, you're being lied to. Because there's 2 guys there specifically that are giving out misinformation. And I don't know why they're doing it, but they're being very irresponsible, and it's...
Okay, now, that being said, that's interesting that he says that, because I got a DM through Twitter about 2 weeks ago, 2 of them, from 2 separate people that said, don't believe the information that's coming out of Jack in the Box, that those 2 guys, I call them Cheech and Chong, that were giving that information to that woman in that interview that we all heard, okay, were told specifically to give misinformation. Now, how true that is, I don't know, guys, okay? But based on him saying this, that happened to me 2 weeks ago. Because, we talked about Cheech and Chong having that interview, JLR picking it up, blah, 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 whatever. Again, there it is. That's twice that's come out now. 2 people came to me with it. This guy got it from a couple other people. I mean, and this is how this goes round, but that's kind of ironic that somebody else is saying it. So maybe somebody is being forced to give misinformation. I don't know. You know what I mean? That would be very well. I could believe that.
Van Life has a good point. The reason why Jack in the Box will not be able to give positive answers is because DoorDash does not work for Jack in the Box. So
Correct.
there's no records. They
That's
would
right.
have to go to Jack in the Box directly.
Correctly. That's correct. Thank you, Van Life. Where'd it go? They all kept saying girl with long black hair all the way until this. Correct. And this is also why I did not bring any new updates on the DoorDash driver. Same here, because we don't know. You know, here's the thing: the only way we're going to ever know for a fact who that is if DoorDash themselves says this is the DoorDash driver that took that order to that address on this date at this time. They're not going to give us that information. They can't. You know, for these people's safety and security, they can't do that. So at that point, there it is. You know what I mean? Natalie B, 911 call in, true crime design. They talk about Kim, Dave, and others. Natalie B, I'm sorry, what is that stating though? 911 call in, true crime design.
True Crime Design maybe is the channel.
Okay.
So the 911 call on True Crime Design. They talk about Kim, Dave, and others, maybe.
Okay, we'll check it out. No problem. Thank you for that, Natalie B. I would have to find the original news writing that was on Google. I think it was from Forbes. They had mentioned that the DoorDash driver was a female. Right. So do we know the truth? Did this guy get the truth and was told that he was lied to? Or did he get a lie and then the other people were telling the truth? This is where the problem lies with this, guys. You know what I'm saying? And it makes it hard for us to do what we're trying to do.
Welcome, Sherlock, homie. Love the name.
Yes, so do I. I love that one too. I think they are giving misinformation because of gag order. Good point. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. Jules is saying female. Or wait, I don't know why MPD doesn't just come out and state that the DoorDash driver was a male, female. They've been cleared. It can't be right. That's my thing. They said very early on, they talked to the DoorDash driver. They cleared the DoorDash driver. What's the big effing deal with this? Let it be. Just give it out. Be done with it, my God. Come on. Thank you, Natalie. It's a channel. Okay, we'll check that out next. Thank you so very much. Female. Again, Jules is saying female. I wonder at this point if he's even getting the right, like I said. Not that he's lying, but, you know, he's doing what we're trying to do, too, and could be getting the run around the same way.
Hey, Leah.
Yeah, Nellie says yes, but the DoorDash is not cleared on MPD's list. And that's another problem, guys. We keep hearing that certain people have been cleared, but they're not. Why is that? I found out after watching an interview early on in this case, okay, that there was a handful of guys that were cleared that were never cleared. That still haven't been cleared. What's that all about? We've been going on a narrative that so many, like, you know, different people that were close to this circle, they were cleared immediately, this and everything else, but they really weren't. I mean, again, false information. And then in turn, we're putting out false information. It makes us look bad when all we want to do is put out facts and we're being told, here's the factual information. And you do with it as you may, but we're not doing it that way because we're not getting the right stuff. That's a problem for me, and I don't like that. Welcome, Leah. Good to see you. And Julie as well. Did they request a warrant from JITB for cam footage from that night? I don't know, hon. I don't know. I would think that they should. Yeah. Do I have a link for that? 1 second, guys. I think she went up. I think she went upstairs, honey. I'm sorry. Okay. Peachy says, I think everyone has been cleared except for Brian, even us. I think we've all been cleared too. Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like none of this makes any sense. But anyway, let me finish with this video for you guys.
It's just absolutely wrong. So this is not JLR's fault. He does good work. I have nothing bad to say about him, but unfortunately, he was told misinformation by this one kid. Now, the conclusion that I've come to is that I believe the three people that I talked to because they told a consistent story at the same time. They were not coerced. I didn't know them. They don't know me. And the kid who showed me the picture of the DoorDash driver, he pulled out his phone on his own. I did not ask. So 3 versus 1 wins every time. 3 stories versus 1 will win. So in my opinion, I think we got the DoorDash driver. His name is Aaron, and we need to go hunting for him because he needs to start talking because he might know something very important. The plot thickens, guys, so I will keep my nose to the ground and I will keep hunting. We're going to figure this out, like I said. So thanks for stopping by. I'll see you on the next one. And remember, do not be afraid to ask those hard questions.
All right. All right. Sorry, guys. Okay. In his opinion. And now, see, and there it is, verbiage. Verbiage and language once again. We got to watch it. Welcome, Gemma PT. Every witness, in my opinion, has already been hushed. Well, that's what we're seeing, basically. All right. Okay, all right. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, so I got cleared this morning, so I'm good to go. Dry eye. Gotcha. All right, let's check out this other channel here and see what that's going on with that. So again, welcome to the mix. Thou shalt not kill true crime. Glad to have you around, brother. So true crime design, right? Oh, there's so many of these channels. Didn't realize it. I think that's it. Let's see what happens here. Do we know a specific video that we're talking about? Oh, wow. Okay. Gotcha. Good stuff here. No, man, don't start. Don't even come over here. Don't do it. No. I'm busy right now. Okay.
Hello, Detective Amanda. Hope you have a wonderful Memorial weekend too. Hey, Sunshine, long time no see, hon.
Absolutely. Welcome, Sunshine. I'm not talking about YouTubers not using WSU Mom Kim or WSU Mom. It's purely because I realize people may make hurtful accountings for profit. I want the family to decide it's not about me. I think we all know that, hun. I know exactly what you're saying, though. Stewie, go sit down. And I agree with you on that sense. All right, so this video pops up here, the cover up before the 911 call. That's quite interesting. Okay, this is through the True Crime Design. I think we're gonna go ahead and review this one. Kind of interesting, if you ask me. And again, thank you for that, Natalie. I think that was Natalie, wasn't it? If not, my apologies. I'll go back and look.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure. It's moving so fast. Every time I look away, it's something else.
Yeah, right. Right. And I don't want to slow it down yet because it bothers some people, but if I have to, I will.
It was like a wake-up call in my head. Holy crap, dude. Like, we all knew this before the rest of the world basically did. Like, how? And why? And I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
How does one individual kill 4 people at night and not wake up the other 2 roommates?
Our investigation will continue to look at all avenues of that investigation. I cannot disclose any of that information. I don't even know that information at this point in time, and that's why we're continuing to investigate.
Were the roommates home at the time of the attack?
There was other people home at that time, but we're not just focusing just on them. We're focusing.
And here we go. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. And I have been looking at a lot of videos that we've already looked at. I've gone back and started reviewing and analyzing them again. This is what I'm talking about right here with verbiage, language, body language, all of that. You have to pay super close attention. Now, that question that they just asked Chief Fry, were the other roommates home at the time of the, okay? He hesitated, and then he said what? There were other people in the house. He didn't say they were, it was, watch, listen closely. And I'm telling you guys, I know a lot of people are like, that doesn't really make a difference, but it does, guys, because they watch how they say things, and then they say things. So watch this and listen.
Were the roommates home at the time of the attack?
There was.
First of all, that right there, the hesitation is him saying, how do I put this? How do I say this? Okay. Okay. Now watch.
For people at night and not wake up the other 2 roommates.
Our investigation will continue to look at all avenues of that investigation. I cannot disclose any of that information. I don't even know that information at this point in time. That's why we're continuing to investigate.
Were the roommates home at the time of the attack?
There was other people home at that time, but
nothing about the roommates. That's not the question that was asked. Not the question that was asked at all. And this matters like deeply, folks. It really does.
Hey, Brandy. Hey, Annie.
There's my Brandy. Good to see you, dear. Thank you so very much, hon. Again, guys, this channel is 100% crowdfunded. That keeps me coming to you guys out here every single day so that we can do these think tanks and do the great things that we all do together. There's links for PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. Should anybody want to choose to support the channel that way to keep me coming to you guys, I do appreciate that. As well as our great, lovely, I call her the map maker, Molly Drake. Her channel, guys, I have a link I'm going to drop here for you guys. Anybody should want to donate to support her channel as well, because her channel backs our channel up with everything that we do. So I'm going to put that link out here too in a moment. And I appreciate you guys so very much for that ahead of time. But going back to this, guys, this is so very important to know what they're saying. Okay.
we're not just focusing just on them. We're focusing on everybody that may be coming and going from that residence.
Again, they're not focusing on just them. Now, he said early on in this investigation, remember this? There were other people in that house that night. This is where I've been getting my theory from about people coming in, and it supports it supports the fact that Brian Koberger could be innocent in this sense. Not that he is, that he could be. Okay. This right here supports that. How many people were in that house, guys? And we do know, I'm sorry, Vicky, I'll fix that. We do know that this was an in and out, a revolving door. People were in and out of this house. The doors were not locked. Kim told us that multiple times. Okay. So again, this is a big problem for me, guys. A big problem.
At this point in time,
and something I noticed with Chief Fry when he gets flustered or frustrated or nervous, you see this redness on his face? There it is. Every time he gets a tough question or he's in a tough situation. Not that I don't disrespect him. I'm just saying that happens. So just watch and pay attention and listen very closely, and you'll catch it, guys.
We're continuing to investigate.
Were the roommates home at the time of the attack?
There was other people home at that time, but we're not just focusing just on them. We're focusing on everybody that may be coming and going from that residence.
So since they were home, was it a hostage situation?
No, it was not.
Was anybody uncomfortable with that answer? The way he answered it, nobody was uncomfortable with that. I don't understand. Chief Fry wears his personality all over his face, okay, and his watch it again.
Was it a hostage situation?
No, it was not.
If somebody asks me a question, okay, no. Were the roommates home that night? Yes. No. Yes. You know what I mean? Like that. You don't. Why do you stop and think? And I don't like that. But anyway, I'll keep moving on. I'm not going to completely break down every single part of this, but I guess this has stuff about Kim in it. So Eva, if there's anything in here, I'm not playing this to upset you, my dear. I would never do that. You know that I have your back and I support you. So my apologies if this is not nice. Okay. All right, let me do that one more time for Daisy.
Going from that residence.
So since they were home, was it a hostage situation?
No, it was not.
That's what I was saying. Did not seem right to me. But anyway, I'll move on.
Like what happened, and she told me that 4 students were stabbed, and they had died, and that she and I said, well, how do you know that? And she said her sorority sister, who is a nursing student and attends school in Spokane, often when she's in town will stay at my daughter and her roommates because they're all friends. They're the same. It's called a PC class. They all graduated together. Their PCs, I think they're PC 19. So so her sorority sister called and told her, and the reason and I said, well, why did she know? And she said because of her boyfriend, Mom. He goes to UI, and so she's friends with the Pi Phis because he goes there. And I said, but how do the Pi Phis know? How do you know at 10 o'clock and we don't know until now? She goes, I don't know that. And I said, but why do you know now? Why did you know at 10? And it's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and we don't know. And you know everything that happened, but the news doesn't say that. Because at the same time, I'm going through my phone looking for any information I can find. And there's just no information. And so then I said, what happened? And she told me that, and what she said to me was that there were 4 kids were killed, they were stabbed, and that there were 2 roommates there who locked themselves in their bedrooms because they were scared. They heard a lot of noise, but it's a party house, so maybe they didn't know what was happening. And I said, hold on a minute. I said, did they call 911? She goes, I don't know, but that is what I was told. That is what and I did correct it with the FBI as soon as I learned that this is not working. It's not right. So a lot of kids were there like early in the morning.
Mhm.
They were there early in the morning. 8 o'clock. That's what she said. It seems like I think the sorority sister might have stayed at my daughter's house or not, but knew at 8:30, and there was a narrative discovered and built, and two people who were really important to the case I don't think they did it. I think they thought it was a shakedown. I do not think any student did it.
Right.
But I think
but
they all
nobody
know
told you
far
that,
more
right? That's
than they're
something that
saying.
when it comes to the shakedown stuff,
Well, I know
that's
that
not something that your daughter
well,
told you
the
that she
shakedown
thought it was a
stuff. Oh
shakedown.
no, that I was told. No,
Yeah.
I was told that.
You were told what? How? When were you told that?
It was a drug house that they were there. The creeper was there, and there were people there.
Okay. Well,
And
hold on.
to buy drugs.
Hold on. Who told you this? And when was this told?
My child told me this. This was in the beginning.
And she was told by the student from University of Idaho?
The student's girlfriend from University of Idaho.
Okay. Where did she get that information from?
My daughter told me is that she got it from the Wi-Fi.
Oh, she got it from the sorority.
Yeah, she got it from the sorority. That's what she told me at the time.
You wake up in the morning on November 13th. Can you just describe your day?
So I don't remember like exactly when I woke up. I just remember like waking up and opening up my Snapchat, and there were dozens of Snapchat messages in all the group chats. And I just remember like, oh, this is kind of whack. And then like I got up and I was like getting ready for work, and then like when I kind of like woken up a little bit more, I started to go through them because I did not want to have to read a lot of shit early in the morning. And then I ended up like I was just sitting there scrolling through it, and then opened up the messages, and then there it was. It was like, holy shit, did you guys hear about what happened? Like blah 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 blah. And I'm scrolling up, and there's just lines and lines and lines of text. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's awake. And this is before 9:30 on a Sunday. And I remember that because I had to go to work. I ended up not going because I wanted to be with my brothers, right? Kind of obvious.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and like I don't remember what exact time I woke up, but I remember like, yeah, we were all talking about it. We all knew about it. And like my boss, my coworkers were texting me later, asking me like if everything was okay. And they had even heard about things. They heard like it was a shooting and stuff like that. So, and yeah, it was kind of weird because like at the beginning, everyone said like at the beginning, like the very, very first messages where people were talking about the stabbings, or like a stabbing had occurred. And then it changed to an OD, and it was just kind of weird. Like looking back on it, it changed to an OD so quickly, and like nobody questioned it, and like we didn't question.
That's been a problem for me the whole time. Like the way he talks about how fast that changed from that to that quickly, it's a problem for him too. Makes you want to wonder about that. You know what I mean? Again, sorry to interrupt. Just go ahead.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Mags, are you still confused, hun? Did anybody explain it?
About what?
Let me find it. The woman on the phone was, we call her WSU Kim. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Go ahead. You're good.
She's a mom of a student and kind of has inside information through her kids. So this one that's talking now is Dave, that is a student at University of Idaho. He's in a frat there. So and let's see, he's in a frat, UVI, yeah. And I think that's really, does that help any? Dave isn't his real name, so he is protected. He's also using a voice changer. WS mom, Kim, we call her Kim. She's kind of protected, kind of out there though. All right, you're welcome, hon. Okay, you can go ahead, I think.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. I appreciate that. I didn't get to see that, so my apologies.
Yeah, it's okay.
Question it either because we knew there were drugs in that house, and like just genuinely thought like, okay, they got a bad batch, and that's just what happened, right? Because you see it on the news. It happens in bigger cities.
So you said you had to go to work, and you said you had to be to work at 9:30. So this would have happened before, like you got to work.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. No. This was definitely and it was like a I don't know 5-10 minute drive to work, and like I had to like get ready too. So you're talking like well before 9 o'clock in the morning at least.
Hi, Heather Roberts with ABC News. Just to follow up on what she asked. So the other two roommates were there at the time of the attack?
All the information that we have from our investigation is that yes, they were.
Okay, but they were unhurt.
That is correct.
So is there any explanation as to why it took so long then?
Why does he never just give a straight answer? Why do you have to? Why do you have to put all that in there? It just makes everybody go, okay, what are you hiding? You know what I mean? I hate that. Anyway, I'm sorry again.
And for someone to call 911, you have surviving witnesses to an incident at 3 or 4 in the morning, and the 911 call didn't come until noon?
I don't think I ever said that they were witnesses. I said they were there. So
Surviving witnesses to an incident at 3 or 4 in the morning, and the 911 call didn't come until noon?
I don't think I ever said that they were witnesses. I said they were there. So, you know, we don't know why that call came in at noon and not in the middle of the night. Would have we loved for that to have happened? Yes, but that's not how it took place. So that's why we're investigating everything still to try to pull all the pieces together.
We're like, okay, it's an accident. Let's not panic, you know. And I remember texting Kaylee. See if she was okay. She obviously didn't ever respond because it was in the morning.
Moscow PD investigating a homicide on King Road near campus.
Somebody had done something really bad. He said, I think Ethan's dead. And then we walked out into the courtyard and somebody said that Xana was dead.
My niece said something bad has happened to Kaylee. So then I started calling Maddie.
At this point, we didn't have any answers. Like, we didn't know anything.
Sunday around
we were watching football.
One-ish, and we were
like
watching
every
football.
family, or a lot of families on Sunday.
And then our son was here. Everybody was home except for she was down at her home
We
in LA.
We gather.
And my niece called me and she was freaking out. And she said, Christy, have you talked to Kaylee? And I said, yesterday, you know, like last night. And she said, something bad happened. Something bad happened. And she was just bawling. And I said, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? And she said, I think Kaylee's dead. And I said, well, what do you mean? And she
All
said,
our stomachs just dropped.
She said there was somebody just called me and they live down there. And she said there was a party last night and somebody went in and shot the party up and Kaylee was shot. I was like, what? And I just threw my phone. I started.
I cannot. I just got goosebumps through that conversation. I never saw that before like that. I can't imagine that conversation. How would you? First of all, I would go to that person face to face to do that conversation, not over the phone like that. If you can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's horrific, you guys. I can't. Oh my God. I can't even imagine that. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous.
Screaming, I started telling everybody to call Olivia and to get all of her roommates on the phone. And I started calling Maddie, and Maddie wouldn't answer, and I said, no, this can't be, because Maddie would have called me. If Kaylee was shot last night at a party, Maddie or Jack would have called me. Like, no, and I kept calling. I called Kaylee, and I went straight to voicemail. I was calling Maddie, I was calling Jack, it was ringing. I turned on the TV, and I saw it said 1122 King Road.
Now that's something else that's been talked about. I'm glad she said that. I wanted you guys to hear that. I didn't know that was even in here. That's been something that's been going back and forth between me and other people throwing that at me, that they tried to call Jack the next day multiple times. just as much as Kaylee and Maddie tried to the night before, and he still did not answer his phone. That's very odd to me. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It has been odd to me. Something's not right with that either. And again, I'm going to almost promise you that Jack knew about this at 8 o'clock in the morning, if not before that. Okay? I'm sorry that I'm not accusing. Don't tell me that he didn't know. I'm just saying, like, something's wrong with this. This part here, especially, it is definitely wrong. Cleared though, right? CL, exactly. Very much so cleared, right?
Hello, who said what? Long time no see, hon.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. I would have gotten there before the cops. Same here, Cricket. I mean, I'm just saying, this is so wrong.
I don't know that, I wouldn't say Kim is trying to accuse anybody at this point. In my opinion.
Mama Bear, tell Molly to watch that. Okay. Thank you. That's all.
His car was in the driveway, Matt's car was in the driveway, but it was saying an unconscious person. And we're saying, okay, maybe this isn't like, maybe something happened. So Steve starts calling the police. Steven, our son, started calling the hospital, and he started calling the PD and saying, my name's Gonzalez, and we heard that my daughter Keely Gonzalez was killed in an accident. And they said, oh, we can't give you any more information, we'll call you back. Well, we just, next thing you know, some more phones started ringing. Our daughters that came running down, 16 and 17 years old, came and said, Mom, somebody just told me that the Kaylee's dead. And we're like, what? Like, who was it? She's like, I don't know. It's somebody that they're there and Kaylee.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, who lets that happen? This is why this is such a damn mess. This is what makes me sick about this. With all these kids that were involved in this, there's people calling young teenage kids telling them that their sibling's dead. How disgusting is this?
Right.
I can't fathom this. I probably would have went after somebody over that right there. I can't. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm sorry once again.
Kaylee's dead. And we were like, oh my God, like this can't be, and it's just very, very, very dramatic.
These protocols have to be updated.
Yeah.
These protocols of somebody showing up at your door 10 hours later is ridiculous.
Because we had hours of panic before the sheriff
It was
department.
terrible.
It was about 4:30.
So you guys, they never called you. You guys found this out from family members that were in the area, and you guys didn't get notified. You actually reached out to them, and you guys still didn't get notified.
He got her calling them twice.
I get it. Their protocols are all about, maybe they'll commit suicide or something, but they have to be updated because social media moves so fast, so quick.
11:58 a.m. This phone call goes out to the police, and I'm like, "Hey, Dave, you told me that you knew about this at 9. Let's say that I would have come back like months ago when this originally happened. Let's say that I was your family member, and you're telling me about this, and I would have been like, Dave, wait, you told me that you knew about this at 9:30 in the morning. Well, 911 wasn't called until 11:58 a.m. Do you think that that's weird? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, right? Is
2.5 hours.
We don't know, and we never really we didn't a lot of us kind of unplugged ourselves from the case and all the news and everything because just we live in it so much. You see dozens of reporters just going to class each day. You don't want to walk out of your freaking house, But we just kind of stayed unplugged to where we didn't really even think about it or connect the dots. And that's why when I heard WSU's Kim's thing, when she said that, and literally when she was talking about how she yelled at her daughter like that, it literally made me think about my mom doing that to me. That's what it felt like, was she was my mom saying that same shit to me. How the hell did you know? And it just it literally just blew my mind. How did we know? How did I not think of that? Wait, what? And it just made me have so many other questions holy shit, she's right. And not even to mention that, how the hell did her daughter know? Her daughter goes to WSU. We have way closer. I can go through like on my phone, one person or two people and be in that house, right? In that sorority. Like I've got girls on my phone that are in the sorority. I've got people that know other people in that sorority, like upper and lower classmen. How did that girl find out? And it just,
like depending on who people are friends with and stuff like that.
Right, but even then, that quickly, like you're gonna go to your inner circles first, right? Like that's why I was talking to the one kid, because his girlfriend was freaking out, and so he was having to be there for her without like being able to go to the sorority. So he's texting her and letting her blow off all this steam and telling me what she's telling him too, amidst the other information that we were receiving. And yeah, it just, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think we just have a really good way of being young and dumb and staying distracted with school and partying and everything else. And we just, not a lot of people question things. Maybe it's just like a kid thing. I don't know, but we just.
No, I get that. Unless you have personal knowledge, but like, for 911 not to be called for 2.5 hours, let's just say, but everybody else is messaging each other, that would mean that somebody had to message to get this thing going. It had to be from the inner circle of whoever was in that house.
By the way, for anybody confused, this is Lana. Sorry, Lana from Truth and Transparency, and she's having an interview with Dave, just so you guys know.
To have possibly told everybody to get that going. You get what I'm trying to say?
100%.
Yeah.
100%, I agree, and that's where like I'm asking the same questions. Is like, what did those girls do? But like what did they do? Like, how did we all know before the cops even got freaking called? Like, I just didn't think, connect the dot. Like, it didn't, I don't know, man. I mean,
we don't know why that call came in at noon and not in the middle of the night. Would have we loved for that to have happened? Yes, but that's not how it took place.
She obviously didn't ever respond because it was in the morning.
Investigators are trying to ascertain why there was a delay and what actually occurred, what was heard. That's a question that's still out there.
Okay, that was kind of telling in some senses. Again, guys, I don't understand why these people cannot answer questions truthfully. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says to me. And I know he's a law enforcement official, and I have nothing but respect for law enforcement. You guys know that, okay? I feel like we're being told untruths here based on the way that they're answering these questions. I'm just saying. I'm sorry to say it like that, but damn, like just come out with it. Okay, yes, no, maybe, I don't know. If you don't know the answer, say I don't know. Don't stand there and think of an answer for it or how to answer it. And I understand that they have to answer questions a certain way, but these are cut and dry questions. Were the roommates there? Well, there was people there. That's not what they asked you. That wouldn't really bother me. I'll be honest with you. That really bothers me. Because now, what do we have with that? Okay. After that, I just don't get that. Why couldn't the kid go to his girlfriend's sorority? I wonder. I believe him, but why could the guy not go to Pi Phi? Where was the house mother? And was it Phi? Was it a Phi or a Pi Phi? Something isn't adding up. I agree. I do agree, Eva. 100%. Yeah, there's definitely a gap with that. All right, now that was the one that we were asked to watch. That's kind of interesting. I'll be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
There was another one here too that was really kind of interesting. Okay. This is another one that somebody had sent me a message just now and said that this channel also had another one, actually two other ones that we should take a look at. Okay, here it is. And I want to thank you, by the way.
What you're supposed to do is take those cleaning products.
Crime scene, true crime design. Thank you so very much for putting this information out like this. I respect this very much, and you great job, by the way. Great job. I appreciate this so very much. I literally just heard Dave say his friend couldn't go to his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Was that in the morning or later? That's off. It is off. I agree with that. Thank you, Eva. What's going on here? Kim knows a little too much about the Greek life. Her kids go to the school, Walt. She's supposed to know about it. I would know about it if my kids were in there too, you know? Okay, this is the other one I wanted to review with you guys and discuss as well. Since I actually found this channel, that's hilarious that somebody... I was looking for this the other day and I never got a chance to jump in it. We got Pulp Fiction. There we go. Okay.
So clean the inside of the car. I'm talking fast, fast, fast. You need to go in the back seat. Scoop up all those little pieces of brain and skull. Get it out of there. Boys, get to work.
Please would be nice.
Come again?
I said a please would be nice.
Get it straight, Buster. I'm not here to say please. I'm here to tell you what to do. And if self-preservation is an instinct you possess, you better fucking do it and do it quick.
She didn't call the police, but it raises a question as what was happening in that period of time.
It's quite a bit of blood in the apartment, and it's a pretty traumatic scene to find 4 dead college students in a residence.
The Lake Tahoe County coroner is commenting, saying the scene she saw on Sunday was gruesome.
The kids on the first floor, what did they see? How much of the room did they see? Why did they say unconscious as opposed to dead when there was blood running out of the house onto the outside of the house? And where did they get this unconscious from? Why are they saying that? Are there footprints in the bedroom on the 2nd and 3rd floor? If there was so much blood, then what you've got is a killer who certainly is stepping in the blood as he's killing these kids. But in addition to that, you've got the other 2 kids. You've got to eliminate their footprints. Then you've got the local police responding to unconscious. I guarantee you they didn't have any kind of slip. Then the question is, the forensic evaluation that you have, the crime scene was contaminated. We don't know if it's his or hers or 8 other people.
Horrific and a very large-scale crime scene, because you're going to be dealing with a number of different floors that need to be processed, the bedrooms where the crimes actually occurred, and then ingress and egress points. How did the alleged killer get inside the house?
From the 8-hour timeline gap to the surprising lack of physical evidence recovered from the scene, there's definitely reason to at least question whether the King Road residence was cleaned up in some capacity after it became a crime scene. To that end, is it likely that Brian...
No, David, that's a big problem for me as well. We've talked about they did not allow EMS to go in the house. How about that? Another issue I've had. So, just saying, something to keep in your belt.
Brian aided in the cleanup, putting his knowledge of criminal investigations to use to mislead and thwart investigators. Did he have accomplices on the inside, or are these possible cleanup efforts on the part of the roommates motivated purely by self-preservation concerning illicit activities that could have been going on inside the residence at 1122 King Road?
Absolutely, David.
Scene described as complex. The coroner described the scene as traumatic and bloody. First responders commented on the overwhelming smell of blood upon entering the residence. Maddie and Kaylee were found in a single bed on the 3rd floor.
Now understand, first responders included the 3 officers that responded. That's it. Nobody else. Okay. Huge problem for me.
With stab wounds. Xana was found laying on the floor with wounds which appeared to have been caused by a sharp-edged weapon, and Ethan was found with wounds later determined to be caused by sharp force injuries. We also know that there was something about this crime scene that immediately gave investigators the feeling that this was not a random attack, leading them to declare that the community at large was not at risk.
Art Betke, the mayor of Moscow, says he's hearing from police it's complicated.
Because at this point, with a case of this magnitude, you do not want to mess things up. Earlier today, the Idaho State Patrol was contemplating bringing in a mobile lab to assist in the processing of a rather complex scene.
Tonight, he says they're waiting for confirmation from the coroner's office on the cause of death, but there's no threat to the public.
Looking around, looking at the timeline when things happened, it turns out that this is a one-time event at one particular location. This does not carry on to the larger community.
Molly, if you're in here, hon, can you send me that video? I have it, but I have to dig forever to find it.
Our Fab's Caroline is not Kim.
No, not at all. Okay, Brandy, 1 second, hon. Molly, are you still in here?
She said, what vid?
The body cam video when Bethany opens the door and says that nobody's home. No worries, Brandy. Don't worry, hon. Yeah, if you can find that one, Molly, if you would please send it to me, my dear. I have it in here somewhere, but it's going to take me forever to find it. So if not, I'll just find it later on and we'll look at it then.
So when I hear complex crime scene, the first thing that comes to mind for me is staging. Staging is a conscious criminal action on the part of an offender to thwart an investigation. This involves altering the scene to try to decide what really happened. When reconstructing the crime scene, the investigating team must always be on the lookout for staging. Typically, evidence or bodies will be moved, or there will be signs of a break-in that did not actually happen. A murderer may move a...
Okay, Walt, do me a favor, please. Very respectfully, please don't go at her and call people liars and stuff like that in here. I appreciate that. If you would, please. You're entitled to your opinion, absolutely, but I just would appreciate if you wouldn't go at somebody that way. That's all I'm saying. Thank you very much.
A body into the bathroom and pretend the victim fell when he or she got out of the bath or shower. Removing bloodstains with a cleanser like bleach is also not uncommon. However, invisible traces often remain, which can be subjected to forensic analysis. In this case, the timeline of events and specifically when investigators believe the murders happened are based on the statements of Dylan Mortensen, the phone records of Dylan and Bethany, and the video of the white Elantra.
It's 4 a.m. According to the affidavit, Zana receives a Doordash delivery. And a source tells ABC News that the delivery is contactless and the order is left at the front door. A surviving roommate would later tell authorities that around this time, 4 a.m., she wakes up to what sounds like Kaylee playing with her dog in the room on the third floor. She also reports hearing someone say, "There's someone here." 4:04 a.m., authorities say the white sedan is seen driving into the neighborhood a fourth time. 4:12 a.m., according to phone records obtained by police, Zana is awake and using TikTok. The affidavit states that the same surviving roommate says she hears what sounds like crying coming from Zana's room. She opens her door a second time and says she hears a male voice say something to the effect of, "It's okay, I'm going to help you." At 4:17 a.m., this security camera on a neighbor's home picks up distorted audio of what sounds like voices or a whimper followed by a loud thud. A dog can also be heard barking numerous times. This camera is less than 50 feet from Zana's bedroom. The affidavit states the surviving roommate then opens her door a third time. She sees a masked man walking past her towards the sliding glass door in the kitchen. In frozen shock, she locks her door. 4:20 a.m., police say the white sedan is seen leaving the neighborhood at a high rate speed.
What if she's lying and the white Elantra was simply leaving the scene to dispose of evidence before returning once again around 9 a.m.? What if the DoorDash delivery was staged? Was that really Xana on TikTok or someone using her phone? All of these suspect descriptions and reports of specific words and phrases that Dylan allegedly heard, it all just kind of sounds very made up to me. And it has me wondering how true these accounts are and if the time of death was actually as early as 2 a.m. I say this because this crime seems to have all the markings of a crime of passion, which typically involve excessive violence like multiple stabbings or gunshots. Most burglars, on the other hand, are opportunists.
I love this woman and this channel. She is on point. I'm telling you right now. I love this. I would like to speak to her personally. You go, girl. This is great. Anyway.
Will kill only if they panic. Such murders will generally not be as violent as those where anger against the victim is the motive. When a victim has died in a violent manner and it looks as if the motive is burglary, the investigator must always consider the possibility that staging has taken place. Is it possible that perhaps when Maddie and Kaylee got home at around 1:56, there was an argument or an altercation between the victims, the roommates, and possibly others who may have been there or who may have showed up to the house? Was the narrative of the 4 a.m. intruder then created to cover up the altercation? It's definitely possible. But let's talk about forensics. The PCA gave us two key pieces of forensic evidence. One was the K-bar sheath with the DNA on the button buckle that was connected to Koberger via his dad's trash, and two was the latent footprint just outside Dylan's door. Regarding the sheath, I'm comfortable saying that I believe it was purposefully planted at the scene in an attempt to mislead investigators and or possibly intended to be a calling card of some sort. This is just based on its positioning on the bed next to a victim. It just seems too curated for me rather than something that may have flown off his person in a scuffle or something like that. It also seems like a major leap that he would accidentally leave it at the crime scene in that manner, given the reported planning and his knowledge of criminology. If he did leave the sheath by accident, he had every opportunity to recover it, including his visit back to the crime scene around 9 a.m. It's also possible that he went back to the crime scene at 9 a.m. and staged the sheath at that point, after getting rid of maybe the actual murder weapon when he was south of Moscow on his way back to Pullman. It should be noted that we don't actually know what the murder weapon is or how many there may be. Now, a K-bar is a decent sized knife, and it's definitely an efficient killing instrument with a blade measuring at 7 inches. For reference, most chef's knives typically measure around 8 inches. So it's not the only big knife that may have been available at the house that could have done this kind of damage. Just saying. And with regards to the latent shoe print, this print would not be visible to the naked eye. Investigators located the print during the second processing of the crime scene by ISP forensic team by first using a presumptive blood test and then amino black, a protein stain that detects the presence of cellular material. The detected shoe print showed a diamond shaped pattern similar to the pattern of a Vans type shoe sole just outside the door of Dylan's room, located on the second floor. Note it does not state what relevant size this shoe print is, so it really could be anybody's shoe print. If this latent print is the only type of footprint on scene, this could suggest possible crime scene cleaning because it's highly unlikely that the suspect would be able to escape the scene without tracking blood throughout the house. And if someone did potentially make an attempt at cleanup, they wouldn't have been able to detect this latent print. And the last point I really want to make here with regards to the forensics is that there really wasn't that much physical evidence that was collected from the scene, despite the contained indoor crime scene with
Love you,
multiple
Molly. Thank you
areas
so
of
much, hon.
interest.
Be safe.
113 pieces of physical evidence seems like a lot, but when we're talking about 4 victims and a fairly gruesome scene, it really isn't a lot. To put it into perspective, and this
Okay,
isn't a
bubbly.
perfect analysis at all, but divide 113 by 4, that's only 28 pieces of evidence, physical evidence per victim, which seems a bit thin to me when we're talking about hairs, fibers, bloodstains, etc.
Cases that I've covered with all of the different evidence that's entered in a court of law. This particular crime is going to have multiple locations. Let's just start with the inside of the house. I mean, don't get me started. There's 2 bedrooms at least. There's the entrance point, and there's whatever was tracked, and there's all the different hair, fiber, fingerprints that anybody has left behind that needs to be excluded. That's a lot in a house like that. It's not a single family home. There's lots of boyfriends and girlfriends and friends and former tenants, etc. Then there's the outside of the house, wherever that killer left, and whatever footprints, shoe prints, whatever trail of anything he or she may have left. Then there are all 3 floors. Then there are 6 cars, presumably each roommate might have had a car. Maybe Ethan had one too. It sounds like a lot of places where a lot of things have to be looked at. And so that's why I sort of thought 113, but this isn't my expertise, it's yours.
Right. So, and I appreciate that, but you have to think about it. These investigators, I'm sure they've started to vet those locations. Maybe there are certain locations where there was not any evidence that was found. Maybe not inside of the vehicles, or maybe not. You didn't find any evidence at the bar. Physical evidence that needed to be collected and tested. That's what I mean. So you know, you never can tell. I would hope that they have collected as much evidence as possible, because look, 113, you want to see as much evidence as possible in a case like this. But if 113 is the number that they have, then that's what they have.
So I hope this gave you something to think about with regards to what forensic evidence we actually do have. While there are so many unknowns, we do have some facts to work with, and they're just really kind of confusing in nature and not really as conclusive as we'd like them to be. But I do want to.
I'd like to know what size that shoe print was, just out of curiosity. For specific reasons, but yeah, I'd still like to know. Sorry.
Leave you with this point, and it's that the most quote logical explanation, or Occam's razor scenario, doesn't take into account deception and intentional efforts to thwart and contaminate. When a crime scene has been tampered with, it is imperative that investigators identify these attempts immediately so they can accurately understand what happened. This case stands out because even the most commonly accepted narrative of what happened, that this was a lone psycho killer intruder who committed these gruesome crimes in a very, very brief window, motivated perhaps by anger towards women. There's the whole incel theory and an obsession that developed on social media and maybe even in real life. There are still so many questions that remain unanswered in this scenario. For me, It all
My email is in the chat, Brandy Oliver. Thank you. I'm not even looking at it to see if it was a size 13. I'm wanting to see if it was a smaller size, personally.
comes down to that 8 hours, the failure to call 911 right away, no forced entry, and the 2 unharmed survivors, and what impact all of this has on the crime scene and the physical evidence. The scene was undoubtedly interfered with, but was this intentional crime scene staging or unintentional contamination?
Okay, yeah. Thank you. I'm seriously impressed with the way she does things. Again, guys, 1 second, sorry. It is True Crime Design. I am impressed with her, seriously, and I'm going to be talking to her as soon as I can. I like how she puts things together, and I like how she looks at things too. So, yeah, guys, the timeline is garbage. I'm sorry, it's been garbage to me from the beginning. Jules herself, in multiple variations, put this thing together timeline wise and came out with the fact that there's no possibility, because if you would go by this scenario, he was driving in the car. How do you do that and unalive 4 people at the same time? Sorry.
That's hard to do.
Sorry. I'm not doing it. What I want to see is if this shoe size was male, if it was small, if it was, somebody keeps saying 9, okay? If it was smaller than that, if it was possibly a female shoe, okay? You know, that's why I want to know what size it is for a fact. You know, based on what she said, these things are very possible. I can't stand that corner. Big problem. She's caused problems. BK's a time traveler. Very possible, Dry Eye. That's the only way that some of this stuff would work. You know what I mean? So at this point, we're in the same boxed off area that we've been in, guys. We need to start thinking outside the box on this, and I've been saying this for a while. It's not. We have, in my opinion, I'm not trying to start no trouble, okay, by any means, but we have been asked to follow a narrative that the police have given us from day one. Great. Okay. Out of respect for the police, Mama Bear, me, Molly, Miss Heather, multiple other people in here tried to follow that narrative, okay? We all looked at it. Other creators, JLR, since they referred to him, I'm sure this lady here, you know, publicly buzzed, Drunk Turkey Show. We all tried to follow the narrative that the police gave us out of respect for law enforcement, because that's what we do. Guess what? No, we can't. And that's when we started following our own narratives, if you noticed, and when we started coming up with our own variations of this, we were a problem then. Okay? Armchair detectives and YouTubers, per se, became a problem. Because we have our own ideas and we think on our own. That's wrong. Sorry. I don't agree with that. Because you're not giving us anything that makes any sense. And we're not stupid people. None of us are, or we wouldn't be doing what we're doing.
Right.
There's people out here that have degrees in criminology and forensics. There's people out here that are attorneys. There's people out here that are doctors. There's people out here that are paramedics and firefighters. There's people out here that are retired police officers and detectives. There's psychiatrists and psychologists that are looking at it. And a lot of them, all of these people are standing in this group going, no, you're wrong.
Right.
This happened like this. You're lying. Why? So if all of these professional people, all of these people that are experts in certain scenarios and have expert background how are we all wrong? And they're right. I'm over with this, okay? I understand that things cannot be talked about for the integrity of the case. I'm so tired of saying that. I get it, okay, to an extent. But why can't you just give stupid things like we were talking about? What is the big damn deal about telling us who the hell the DoorDash driver was if they're cleared? That tells me something. They're not, okay?
I mean, we know the name
about anybody that was cleared with this, about us knowing about them, because they're not. Because they don't have that, guys. That's what the problem is, in my opinion. And I'll stick with that until they tell me I'm wrong. And when they pick up a piece of paper and say, this is what it is, this is what's real, this is real, and I can look at it and go, okay, yeah, maybe, okay, yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, okay, I'll believe you now because you showed me proof. But until that happens, it's not going to happen. We know that. This is where we're going to be at with this. And I am so ridiculously tired of this shit. It's a police investigation that is a circus. I'm surprised that when you drive into Moscow that they don't sell tickets at the welcome sign. Welcome to the circus, because here we are. Because that's what this has turned into, and it's disgusting for the families, and it's disgusting and disrespectful to the victims. Period.
I mean, we know the name of the driver that picked up Maddie and Kaylee.
You know what? Right. Thank you.
So what is the difference between that and the DoorDash?
Guess what? He's not going to see it until the trial because they're not going to let that happen. They're not going to let that happen. Okay, I don't know how to do this, but I was supposed to do this earlier. 1 second, guys. I think that's it.
Mandy, I wouldn't say the public is entitled to know these things.
Going to help you. At
We are not entitled. No.
What's the matter?
Mandy said, do you think we, the public, are entitled to know these things?
No.
Not entitled.
No, but here's the thing with that, though. We're definitely not entitled by any means whatsoever, okay? But they're giving us stuff. So that's my problem with it. If you're going to give us something, give us the truth. If you're going to give us something that makes some sense. If you're going to give us something that matters. Because what we're getting is garbage. If that's the case, then keep it all to yourself, because I don't want it. Because that's what's happened. And that's where all of these stupidly ridiculous rumors that have popped out and these dumb narratives that have been made up have come from. Okay? If you're going to give me garbage just to make me look that way when you're actually doing something over here, then don't do it at all, please.
Yeah.
I would rather you just keep it all to yourself than to give me bullshit. Because there's enough bullshit that we can come up with on our own. I promise you that.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. But no, we're definitely not entitled to this, guys. Not at all. In some senses, it's not our business. But again, my channel has been set up to be the voice for the voiceless in the true crime community. And I expect, not want, I expect true justice for the victims of these crimes. And therefore, that's why I do this. Okay? That's why I preach like this. That's why I get so mad and upset about stupid shit like this. If you're going to tell us lies, bullshit, and garbage, keep it to yourself until the time comes to tell us. Don't tell us anything. I hate the fact that they put things out just to shut us down. I hate the fact that they put things out just to give people something to play with, to get them to look over in this corner when they're actually doing something over here. That's not the way this should work, folks. And it really, really, really aggravates me. I'm sorry. Anyway. Denny's is still a great place to get a great meal. Absolutely. I love me some Denny's.
I haven't been there in years.
Me either. They took them all away from us. I think that we have one within like 100 miles of here. I agree, Susie Q. Thank you. And like I said, I'm going to be leaving her comments and try to send her a message. I think she's amazing. Same with that other guy. God bless him and more power to him for going all the way out to that place. I don't know where he lives, but I'm hoping it's not far. But he went there to do the legwork because of this scenario right here because of the garbage we're getting. We can't give you. I mean, we could give you anything we want to. It's each creator's choice as to what they want to give you. Okay. I don't want to give you guys bullshit. I don't want to give you guys garbage. And I try so very hard not to. In a sense, sometimes we don't have a choice.
Right.
It was called Thou Shalt Not Kill True Crime. Eggs over my hammy. Yes, that was an awesome dish.
And Mandy, when we refer to they, we are talking about the media and the LE.
Yeah. Well, media is at fault with this a lot. As you guys have seen recently, I'm so very let down. Like, I feel like my baseball coach just turned out to be a basketball coach or something like that instead. You know what I mean? I feel like, because Dateline was amazing to me. Dateline was a great show. I've vested a lot of my time in Dateline. It's what kind of one of the things that kicked me into true crime, okay? Because I loved it so much. All of the different versions of it too. Until I watched this last episode and I literally almost threw up on my TV. It was that disgusting to me. I mean, come on. Dateline has turned into the Inquirer. And a lot of these other shows that we want to look at and believe that what they're telling us is true, at this point, they're really, really reaching. Worse than most YouTube creators are. It's pathetic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amy.
Amy D, I appreciate you, and I can't do that. And Bubbly, I'm trying to get the message you sent me. My phone died, and I'm trying to charge it right now.
You're welcome, Mandy.
I will get to it, I promise. Thank you, Don't Die, but I appreciate that. Never mind, you got answered. Thank you for that. Did anybody want to, by the way, I said open panel. Nobody's asked me or made reference to it. Want to jump up here and make any statements, comments, throw an opinion, anything, guys? Let me know. I can do 1 to 2 at a time. I can't have a bunch of people up here because it would just, we won't be able to understand it. So 1 to 2 at a time. Come on up here. Give me your thoughts, theories. I can do it for a couple of minutes and then we can roll through it, guys. If you'd like to, I would appreciate it.
Mandy, you want to come up?
We always want to hear what you guys have to say. You can come up here, Mandy. I'll drop a link. You click it, bop, and boom. You don't have to show your face if you're not comfortable with it. Amen to that one, Rhode Island. Anybody speaking on this should be doing it 100% truthfully. No exceptions. You are correct. Unless it's an accident or we're thinking we have the truth and it's not. That's the only way it's allowed to be bypassed, I should say. Okay. Why do I do this shaky thing with my hands? I can't stand that. Especially when you're watching yourself in the camera and you're all over here. Like everybody tells me, you can tell he's Italian because he's just all over the damn place. Yeah, no, I'm not having seizures, guys. I'm just ridiculous. Sorry. Thank you so much, Walt. I appreciate that. I don't silence anybody. I just ask people to be respectful. That's all. I respect you guys. I hope you guys and wish for you guys to respect everybody else as well as each other.
Thank you.
Snap, snap, girl, snap. Right, Mandy. That, whatever the hell that's what I feel like I'm doing. It's ridiculous. Hey. It's irritating. You sit here and watch yourself. And that's why I can't watch my own videos because I'd probably just burn them all and delete every one of them. Showing passion in your hands. I know you guys. Can you imagine what would happen if I sat on my hands and tried it? I'd be bouncing all over the place like I had something wrong with me.
I bet if he sat on his hands, he couldn't talk.
Are you trying to say something?
Mm-mm.
Sit on your hands, Dago. Shut your damn mouth. It is. I guess it is an Italian thing, you know. A lot of people. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I can't do it. It don't work. Sorry. Thank you so very much, Nelly. I appreciate you. I can't give you guys the cha-ching thing until this thing charges a little bit. My apologies, but I will do it. I get that. It's crazy. I guess so, Carolyn. I don't know. I've been told, and I have seen a few. Like you want to see some? My uncle will throw things, or used to, like out here, like he's dancing or some shit. I don't even know what that's all about. And a lot of this stuff and that stuff and swing boom in your face when you're talking to him. You want to grab his hands and go stand still and stop moving. I guess I'll do this. See how that works. I'll start doing this. Right. Maybe it's a Spanish, a Mexican. I do it too. Gotcha. It wasn't it 13? I don't know, Susie. Somebody's been telling me from day one it was a size 9.
That's what I remember.
I also think that's because that's supposedly or no, Koberger's foot was 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I don't know what to take or what to go with on that. I really don't. I'm grateful for one thing that I will repeat.
Yep.
As of yesterday, we did find out that Brian Koberger is not linked, attached to, has nothing to do with Dana Smithers' case. Okay? And ask me why I'm glad for that. Because it doesn't need to be. Just because he's a suspect in this case does not mean, guys, that he
lives in that, and he's from that area. Doesn't mean
that doesn't mean he attacked and killed everyone in the state of Pennsylvania. Okay, he's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law in the state of Idaho, or unless they move him. I'm just saying, we got to keep remembering that.
Multiverse had a good question. Why did Ellie choose a path of misinformation from the get-go? They knew there were defensive wounds, but they said they all died in their sleep.
That's a great. Where is that question? Can you put it up, or do you not have that ability?
I don't have that ability anymore. I don't know what's going on.
We're gonna fix it.
It's right above housewife, below Daisy Dead.
Where's Rhode Island? Is it up or down?
One up from Rhode Island, right below Daisy Dead.
Which road? Well, there's a couple of Rhode Islands now. I see. Okay, I'll find it. Hold on. There we go.
There you go.
Again, great question. Why did law enforcement choose a path of misinformation from the get-go? They knew that there were defensive wounds, but they said they all died in their sleep. That is the question of the year. Okay, multiverser. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they do that, guys? Why did they do that with multiple different things like that? Not only that, we were told that they were all asleep. Initially, we were told they were all asleep in their beds, that somebody came in, attacked them, unalived them, and that was that. We were also told, oh my God, how many other things were we told that we've come to find? Oh, that Dylan was in one room and Bethany was in another room, that Dylan was on what floor and she was on this floor, and that she was on that floor and not this floor. All of these things were told to us. Why? If you're going to tell us something that's not true, don't tell us nothing at all. Again, to me, it looks like a strategic way to get us all to look in another direction. I mean, our government does it. If you guys haven't noticed that, they always do that. They've done it for years, okay? Look over here while this is going on over here, because this is more important and we don't want you to see this. You know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is, folks, but in a case like this, why? Why? The very beginning. Thank you, Jules. And I know they know that we know that you know. Yes, they literally lied from the beginning. I love that she did that. And I know that they know that we know.
Yeah.
Because we do know. Y'all are liars. And why are you liars?
1 second, New Frontier. New Frontier would like a link.
Absolutely. Here's the thing, New Frontier. I do not mind you guys coming up just with an icon with no camera. I'm going to ask you that when you get backstage, just to flip me your face so that I can make sure you're not trying to show me something else. That's all I'm saying, because it does happen, okay? I got to make sure that I'm not going to shock the whole world here and somebody's going to show their ding dong or something like that. I got to be safe. So
Yikes.
the link is in chat right underneath Gaia Deguchi. I love that name. Welcome. And between Gaia Deguchi and Walt Harris. Click the link, come on backstage, show me your face or something, and something not bad, and I'll throw you up there. The honeymooners.
So if they thought it looked like a lone wolf Bundy type SK, why did they say specifically targeted? A person or the house in general and community is safe.
Vicky, welcome to the sauce. We got a new meatball in the house. Congratulations,
welcome, Vicky.
If they thought it looked like a lone wolf Bundy type SK, why did they say specifically targeted a person or the house in general and community safe? Good point. That's a great point. Just like why did they say no worries that the community's safe out there, you know, you don't have to worry about it, but this person was still on the loose? That pissed me off from the very beginning. There's nothing to worry about. This was how did they put it? This was not targeted, and then they said it was targeted.
Yeah,
something. It was random or something like what the hell do you mean it's not? It's okay. It did everything.
What was it? It was a crime of passion, and then it was targeted.
And it wasn't random, but then it was random. I mean, they didn't know what the hell they were saying, guys.
Yeah.
Like, we have people that are in here that live in Idaho that were scared shitless. Okay. Oh, don't be worried. It's okay. You're safe out there. Go ahead, walk the street. We don't know who did this, but go ahead and let your kids out to play and walk it. No. What? Who says things like that? They did. And then how many days later did they say, well, yeah, you might want to shelter in place because, you know, it's like, no, you can't do that. And I said this, okay? I said this in the beginning, and I'm going to say it again. But there's a difference, folks. You can be trained for months, days, years on how to handle a situation like this, okay? And this is me giving you my experience from being a firefighter, EMS, paramedic, all of that type of stuff, okay? We go through training, we go through schooling, we do this, we do that. We pretend like we're doing things. We put out pretend fires. We say pretend people. We do that kind of stuff, right? Until you get to your job and you're doing it for real. I don't care if it's a sprained ankle that you're bandaging or wrapping, or if it's a gunshot wound that you're trying to stop the bleeding, or starting an IV, or any of that kind of stuff. Until you do it the first time, it's a little nerve-wracking. I get that, okay? And you can't really do it right until you actually do it the first time.
Right.
Now, that goes for a situation like this where you have to deal with multiple, a multiple homicide like this, quadruple homicide, to say that, and a crime scene that's like this, that there was probably a huge mess, as well, I'm guessing, because it took 9 days to process this crime scene. Okay. There's that. And here's the thing is you're not going to probably know how to handle that experience until you do a hands-on situation, but you do still have training. There is still an SOP on this, as there is for everything, a standard operating procedure. There are still protocols you have to follow, whether you've done it or not. How do you drop the ball on all of that? Because it happened. The ball was dropped on all of that. Excuse me 1 second, Mama Bear.
Okay. Hi. If Bethany is Brian's alibi, it's going to go even more. Yeah, David, that if Bethany is Brian's alibi, that will go nuts. I think I'll just fall out. Hey, Jeff. Maybe FBI determined this was a targeted house, but not a targeted community. Well, that's one way to look at it, definitely. Hello, Marie. Sorry. I didn't have to say it 3 times either. Hello, aristocrat. Someone in the police knew about the killings long before the 911 call. I would agree with that. All right, Mary. I'm wondering where you heard he was cleared. I didn't see anything official. Speculation. Jules, where'd you at? I just saw you. Okay. All right, that's what I thought. There was a press conference on it last night. Right, Jeff? I'm not 100% that Jack D is innocent, but we'll see. Multiverser, I would agree. If it was a targeted house, it must have had to do with drugs. And I can, yeah, definitely can see that.
That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand that. I haven't seen any proof on that yet. Nothing against you, Heavy Metal. I want to see documents that says that everything's been dismissed. And if everything is dismissed on that case, you got to be kidding me. Get out. That alone, by itself, if they dismiss all charges against both of them on that case, that by itself tells its whole story, guys. And you know that. We know that. Okay. How are you going to dismiss the charges on something like that when you arrested them? No. What? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. I can't. Oh, that's going to
True, Daisy. That's a good point.
What did she said? Oops.
If for drugs, though, I don't know that they would have left a single survivor. Which, true.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Unless the two that survived had something to do with the drugs.
Yeah, I agree with that one too, USSR. She very much is, George. That's a good observation. She's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Dago, has Brian had his parents talk to the FBI? I'm sure they have. I mean, they raided their house, so I'm going to guess to say that they had to. His alibi could be that was sleeping at the time of the incident in Moscow. He could be home next week. I mean, I doubt that. I no. It's no. Where did
Sophie,
yeah, that's what I
talking about. Sorry, Sophie, we were talking about Emma's charges being dismissed. Her earpods died.
That question right there is what I'd like to know too. Where is everybody hearing that the charges were dismissed? I'd like, just out of curiosity, I'd like to know what the source is.
Yeah.
They were both let out on personal recognizance. How? I mean, we had that here, but it's like for traffic shit, driving under suspension or maybe a DUI or something. Not, a death charge. Or not drug charges usually. There's usually a pretty high bond. Ashley Banfield gave that info. Are you kidding me? Oh God, Ashley, are you serious?
I think
is that true?
Might be joking. I'm not sure.
I hope so. I hope Lana had it last night. Where did she get it from? I wonder then. The only thing I'm seeing is a conversation on Reddit asking about it, but I don't see dismissed. Yeah. I mean, can we look that up maybe? Would it show that?
We can try.
I'm trying to think. Not dismissed. The word they used means they promised to return. That's personal recognizance. Yes, that is It's a bond, folks. It's you can be released on like $1,000 surety bond, meaning you have to put down $1,000, which is a surety that you're going to be there. Otherwise, you lose that money. $1,000 or a $1,500 personal recognizance bond is you sign a piece of paper. 1 second, folks.
Good job, Jules. Thank you.
Sorry, my very rude 17-year-old child needed to ask me a question.
I heard the snaps. Jules found something and is emailing you.
Thank you, Jules. Yeah, he's gonna. You don't snap at me.
I was like, oh.
I don't know who you think you are. You might be 17, but you ain't fully grown yet, boy. Snap at me. What the hell that was all about? Anyway, yeah, I want to see this because I can't understand that.
Yeah,
anyway, a personal recognizance. What's that?
Must be good because she said, "Oh shit, I found something. There you go. I'm gonna email you."
Sound good. Yeah, a personal recognizance bond is something you sign your name to, stating basically it's your word. I will be there on January 17th to be in court for this, and if I'm not, then you get to arrest me. That's what you're signing.
But didn't they have a $500,000 bond?
That's what I thought. How does that just go away?
I mean, even coming up with 10%, that's...
Why in the hell is chat running like this?
What?
Good God. I mean, it's flying right now.
Oh.
We still do it here in Ohio, but it's based on what charges you're getting. Because here's what could happen, guys. If you put somebody in jail on a death charge of something, whether it be manslaughter, murder, whatever it is, okay? And you let them out on a personal recognizance bond, 9 out of 10 times, you're not going to ever see that person again, okay? I'm just saying. Thank you, Miss Jules. Let me find it. There it is. That was quick.
Sit, pull it up.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Theo said it was $100,000 bond.
It was in that realm. It was something south thousands, but
yeah, they only needed to pay $10,000 to get out. I am only 10,000, but
yeah, only right. I wish. Give me 10,000. I'll show you what to do with it. Keep
right, Carolyn. Me too.
Emma Bailey, defendant, Odyssey Portal, Washington Court Register, blah blah blah. Active attorneys are Jacob Russell Clark, court appointed. That's her. Yeah, she's got a court appointed attorney. Disposition events at 5/25/23. Disposition dismissed. Oh my God! Oh my God! How? How do you dismiss that?
We'll have to see if there's a.
This is insanity, folks. This is
pure report or something.
This is insanity. Okay. And we're off to the races, guys. You know why? Because this here. Hold on a minute. Emma Demetrius' case has been dismissed. This is what she was talking about on Reddit. Thank you, Miss Jules, so very much. Lewis County Apps Jail releases. Lightly moderated discussion board for blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, did a PC. Yeah, we don't need to read that. Emma and Deidre's case has been dismissed. How? How? No way. Nope. Something's now. This is what's going to start the whole scenario. The rumor's going to start rolling. They're in the what?
Mal said the white powdery substance tested for bee pollen, not fentanyl, supposedly. What?
Bee pollen. Bee pollen doesn't.
Hey,
You're gonna tell me that Caden Young died from a bee sting.
What? Jules said there's another screenshot down the thread you should pull up. And I will be right back, guys. Hey, Life Love.
Oh my God, I'm muted. Okay. Ha ha ha. I didn't want them to experience the pain of discovering it like I had to. Laugh out loud. I had missed this entirely. Dimitri, 4757, 7 hours ago. Now I have to come to terms with the fact I wasted 6 minutes of my life looking for the info. No one else should suffer that for this. Docs connected in this post, or at least placed in the same general vicinity on the page cluster. I'm not sure what she wants me to look at.
Mandy, Emma her charges were dropped. We just showed a court document that said her charges were dropped. Demetrius was released on his own recognizance.
Cousin Patty. Is that Patty Mayo? Just joking.
Halloween photo. One where they're all holding knives. Huh? I don't know if I've seen that photo, Jeff.
And it says the case is still. No, I'm sorry. The website says the case is still active, not closed. They were released on an OR bond. Show proof the case was dismissed. It says on there dismissed. On hers.
Yeah.
$100,000 bond right there. It says it. The original bond was set at $100K. I don't see where it's showing the case is active.
Who's that?
I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Motion hearing on 525. Judicial officer is Jolie Yeager. Motion to dismiss. Order of dismissal without prejudice. Jolie Yeager. Order of release. Case resolution dismissal without trial. You see it right there, black and white, folks. This makes absolutely zero sense to me, you guys.
Right.
I mean, are you kidding me? Now, how do I bring this down? You ain't talking to me today. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, we just looked at that. Hold on. Dismissed. Is there any more? Let me see.
Mandy, do you want to come up on panel or call in?
Yeah, please come up on the panel, Mandy. You don't have to show your face.
As I say, she's not.
My phone.
I'm trying to listen to you, but
Who were they? The student that went to the hospital later discharged, and then they took him on a 1.5 hour journey to a friend's apartment, and he stopped breathing in the night. What happened? He was Caden Young doing investigative journalism, UI. Investigative journalism. Something going on. What's the matter? Nothing. I was trying to read or hear, listen to what you're saying.
No, it was just saying Mandy's getting upset, and I'm saying, she can call in or she can come up on the panel.
I'm trying to listen. I didn't see it, but
I am too.
What are you saying, Mandy? I'm my apologies. You can bond out on your own recognizance while it. Yes, that's what I was saying. You sign it out. A bond. It's called a personal recognizance bond. You sign your name to it, and it says that you're liable. You're going to show up in court that day, and then if you don't, you get arrested. They put a bench warrant out for you. That's what I had said already. I knew exactly what you were saying, hon. Now scroll up to my. Wait a minute. Yeah, I didn't get to see these. That's all. There's a lot of people in here, hon. I was trying to pull up this other stuff, so my apologies. Dropped by Lewis. Yes, it was dropped by Lewis and picked up by King County.
Yes, for Demetrius.
Right. Yeah, I knew all this already. I know you're not. I just don't want you to get upset. That's all.
No,
believe me.
I didn't know.
No, we knew that. That's why we were saying if you want to jump up here, and you're welcome to, but I knew what you were talking about. What talking in first person, huh? Maybe not really. Well, wait, I'm lost. Okay. Is usually supportive of vote. Let's get her on. Like I said, she's welcome to. Anybody is or was. I told you guys that. Anyway, this shows it here, folks. The documentation. No, I understand, Mandy. It's okay. But yeah, this shows the proof of it, guys, that they were released, charges were dropped, and I am in total amazement. I have never in my life seen anything like this. You're going to tell me they're saying it was bee pollen? This is absolute stupidity. This is absolute and pure stupidity, you guys. Oh, I can't wait to be on. We're going to talk about this tonight on Publicly Buzzed. That's what I'm saying. Right. Somebody died. A young man who didn't even get to start his life died. And these people are walking around free, and the charges are all dismissed, including her DUI that she got. That's gone too. How about that? Yeah, me too, heavy metal rehab. How does that family feel? Pollen.
Jeff.
I used to work for a guy that took bee pollen. He was always going 150 miles. Yep. Unbelievable. Well, I've seen everything now, you guys. That's it. That's it.
Publicly pollinated.
EL says, "Do we have any evidence that these people were?" Yeah, pretty. I
Yeah.
mean, like, come on.
Yeah,
everybody.
That was the charges originally.
Yeah, pretty much. Welcome, Life, Love, and True Crime. It's been a while, but yeah, something's definitely fishy, for sure. For sure. fishy is not even the word for it. This is just stupid and ridiculous.
Yep.
Oh my God. I can't believe this.
Yep. You're probably right, RFAB. I'm sure they did.
What's that?
Squealed. Snitched.
Well, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Well, what did you talk about? Who did you talk about? And how did you get out on that? And I want to see the police explain that. I want all good old Cheap Friday, or no, where were they? They were in Washington, not Moscow. I'm sorry. Jules is on the Washington website. Yes. Listen, they have started charging people here in Ohio. Even if somebody it has to be given Narcan, they're charging, if they can find that person, they're charging the dealer with attempted murder if that person doesn't die. And if that person dies, it's a murder charge, period. That's what they've been doing here.
What, Jules?
Archived, no docket info. What? There's no info on this at all? Uno momento.
Really? Isn't that interesting? Why would it be archived already? It's not even been 24 hours. Yep, I'm with you, Lori. That's cute, Vix. Warrant out for suspicious individual, black and yellow stripes. Last seen driving a white Elantra. Elantra. Can't even say it. Correct, Jeff. So Jeff said Emma and Demetrius that took Caden to the hospital. Demetrius even performed CPR on Caden. The hospital released Caden. Then Caden and his friend / roommate guy went and continued to party that night. Caden then OD'd again and sadly passed away that morning. That is what I heard too, or read or something. Yeah, some do that, Vicky. RFAB, I'm not sure if a FOIA request would do anything or not. Oh, that. All right. Archive, no docket. Police protection for Emma. She flipped on D. Yikes. She better be in some witness protection or something then. Hey, CM, good to see you. If you're new, welcome. We are talking about Emma and Demetrius' charges. Emma's charges were dismissed, and Demetrius was released on his own recognizances yesterday afternoon.
There it is, folks. Black and white. Lewis County Superior Court, name Emma M. Bailey. Defendant, archived, no docket info. Case or cause NA. File date 3/22/23. That's the case. That's the case number. It's done. She's out. Don't tell me
said
that.
D got moved away from the cartel.
What's that?
I lost it. Alyssa said D got moved away from the cartel.
Don't tell me that she didn't roll on somebody. There's no flipping way. This is bullshit.
Well, Eva Bell just said she flipped on D.
That's what I'm saying. Don't tell me she didn't roll on somebody. Yeah. She had to have.
Yeah.
She absolutely had to have.
Mandy Joe, please be
What's
nice.
going on over here? Eva Bell says, what are you saying? I said my son had a... What? Whoa. Whoa.
What?
Back up. Somebody's misunderstanding something.
Guys, please be nice to each other.
Okay, but if she took responsibility, Daisy, she'd still be in jail. Yeah, be nice to each other, please. Be respectful. Oh, Eva Bell is saying that Dylan had a sex. No. She's talking about her son, not Dylan. Whatchamacallit? No.
Mortensen.
Oh my God.
I know, Mandy, but we don't know what is rumors and what isn't.
That's the problem. But when we pull up stuff like this, that's documented proof. Okay. These are called receipts to prove what we're talking about. And there it is in black and white. Archived with no docket info. Nothing. It's gone. It's erased. Completely gone.
Sophie, it's not anybody's business if Kim's son had a sex change or not.
What happened about... Well, how do we get to that again now? Anyway. There are a lot of Demetrius Robinsons on the Washington portal. How many Emma Baileys are there? Emma M. Bailey, by the way. Emma Marie. Ava Bell said Dylan may not exist. I think because she is saying that she feels that Dylan's life may be in danger. That's what I think that was referencing. Okay. Just relax, guys.
Hey, Just Joe. Did you say her DUI was not on there either?
I haven't seen it, and Jules was on the website, and I haven't seen it yet either. So
this is MMA. You're right.
This is pure insanity, you guys. This here is what makes me have way little faith in the judicial system.
Wow. It says the same thing.
Yep. How about that? Archive, no docket, police protection for Emma. She flipped on D, or vice versa, or who knows? I mean, at this point, I'm just saying it don't make no damn sense to me at all. Not at all.
No, they were not sure, but there's nothing that shows her DUI anywhere anymore.
All right, Jules. Keep doing that. I don't want to do that.
This is a reminder. Feed Shelley.
Mm-hmm. There's D's. The exact same thing. Same case number. It's gone. There's nothing there. This is just disgusting to me. I'm sorry. Because that says corruption to me in itself. That just doesn't go away. It just does not go away. Okay.
All right, here's clarification. Dylan did not have a sex change. Never said or thought it. My son did not either. It's irrelevant and irresponsible to make it a part of the case. Let's stick to the business at hand. Thank you, Eva.
I agree. Yeah. At this point, that's what I thought. Thank you, Eva. Again, what she was saying is that she believes Dylan and Bethany are in danger.
She's starting to sound like Molly. Okay, check your email again. Last one.
No problem, dear.
Yes, Alicia, you're correct. It was Justin that said that about Dylan and the sex change.
Whitman District Court, Robinson Demetrius, R defendant, case number blah 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 blah. Court info 213 of 23. Whitman District Court, court info blah 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 blah. Lewis County Court. So that's 1, 2, or wait. So is Whitman County, Whitman District, is that King County?
Two charges in February. And this charge in March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looks like Bubbly sent you an email too. She said, did you get all 3 of Emma's?
1, 2.
All right, Brian, let me have him drop you a link. You can come on up.
Just Joe.
No, Jenny. Go down. Don't.
There it is.
There you go, Brian. DUI was in Pullman. Correct. Forgot about that. Nachos has a copy of the printed case log for EB from 5/18/23, which shows she originally entered a non-guilty plea on 3/30, and then she had a change of plea on 5/16/23.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's all of it. Brian, did you get the link, bud? Right there in the chat. trying to make sure that. Hold up.
Eva Bell said Whitman is Pullman. King is Seattle.
Oh, okay. I wondered about that. Thank you. Thank you, Eva.
Yes, Nancy. D is out as well. Bonnie, you live in King County? Sorry.
Don't start, dude.
Hi, Stewie.
What do you want?
Yes, Roger. Thank you.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to look through something to make sure I have. And I'm not missing anything either.
Whitman is Pullman. King is Seattle. Okay. I agree, Nancy. I agree. Lindsay said, it's my understanding that in Washington, a DUI will not show up after the case is closed as they consider a mental health situation and would violate HIPAA.
Yeah, but shouldn't there still yeah. Shouldn't there still be some form of a charge there? It doesn't have to be a DUI. It could be something, you know. There's nothing.
Gordon wants to see Stewie.
Stewie. Kitty. Really? I just got him to leave me alone. Come here. Where did you go? Come here, Stu.
Eva Bell says DUI shows in Washington for 3 years or 7 years. I don't know why I said 3. Getting tired, I guess. Pierce is Tacoma. Thank you, Bubbly. Did Bethany have a boyfriend?
Ugh. I can't find him. He went behind my TV or something, and I'm not getting him. He'll come back out in a few minutes. If he does, I'll grab him.
Did Bethany have a boyfriend?
I don't think so. At least it was never talked about.
No, it was Dylan that was dating Quinn Kelly.
Yeah. Yup. So enough.
Yeah, Whitcomb is a shared dispatch. It's all right, Jules.
What's the matter?
She forgot that she left her caps on because she has to use caps for her work
that's
notes.
okay. Yeah, I've been yelled at by worse. It's all right.
Yeah. Yep, Bonnie Hunter Jay's girlfriend is Emily.
I brought this up the other day. I'm just wondering if you saw the other person who was arrested. I've been trying to find a name ever since. Thanks. You know, Brandy, I didn't. I know what you're talking about, though. I have not. Welcome, Tracy. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Tracy.
Where is it at? All right. Checking everything here, guys, to see if there's anything else that I can find. I got Bubbly stuff here now. Okay, thank you, Bubbly.
Hello, JB.
Finally showed up. JB from King County. Good to have you here. This is what you sent me, Bubbly. I'm putting it up right now. I don't know why it took so long to get here, but it did. Wow, you can't see that at all. Okay. There we go. Sealed cases and RCW 11.12.265 will. Repository cases are not available on this web search. For more information, please contact the local court clerk or county clerk affiliated with the court in which case was filed. The clerk's counters, okay. Courts.wa.gov. That's where I think Jules has been looking at. Lewis County Superior Court, case number 322, March 22nd, 2023. Bailey Emma, defendant, 11/12, February 13th of 23. What the hell was that for? Did she have another case in February? Oh, there he is. Can you hear me, Brian?
Oh, I couldn't see him because you have a thing up there.
Hold on. 1 second.
Her DUI was in February. Oh, I forgot he left.
Can you hear me? You said you don't hear nothing.
I hear you.
I don't hear him, though. He
Yeah,
was up here the other day, I thought.
Oh, it was rumored she was dating Hunter Johnson.
Case court info 213. Okay, I see what it is. I think that's it, Bubbly. Thank you very much. Maybe you might have to go back out of it, Brian, and then click the link and come back in, bud. Quinn drove a big black. It was his dad's heavy metal. That was Quinn's father's truck, that big black truck.
Can you hear me?
Roger, I agree with you.
Yeah, we could hear. I could hear that, Brian. You might have to be a little. Sounds like you're in like a tunnel, though.
Hey, my man.
You have a microphone?
Yeah, I hear a dog.
Yeah, there was a dog.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think no, it's still not good.
We can hear you talking. We just can't hear what you're saying.
Like, I don't hear you.
Stevie said Brian calls from his bathtub.
That's what it sounds like.
or he barks.
You still there, bud?
Now he's muted.
Can you hear me, Brian?
Right, Roger said when he's gone live, I've had to switch from my computer mic to my cam mic.
Right. Again, thank you for the email, Bubbly. Let me
Looks
bring
like Sherry sent you one and Alyssa sent you one.
All right, all you mollies.
Right?
Just kidding.
And Kelly's struggling.
Brandy Oliver.
Vic, what's that? Oh, Chic Antique. I don't know if Quinn is still answering people on Twitter. I haven't heard anything.
Brandy Oliver just sent it. Washington called the police an hour ago. This was January 12th, it says, and said her boyfriend is the killer. Someone in another group was listening to the scanner. They had Idaho plates. Okay. Elmore update. They tracked him down. He ran in a building and he was hiding in a duct. He got stuck and now he's detained. I don't know how this will fit into anything, though. They said they found a bag of dope on the scanner, so they probably just detaining him to question him. This happened in King County. They got him an hour ago. What the hell? Okay.
Yeah, Gina, he's on there. I mean, I don't know that he's currently actively on there, but he has a Twitter.
He was, yeah. Thank you, Brandy. That's interesting. Very interesting. January 12th.
Mandy
What
said,
happened?
"What the bell is this?" I just looked up. What the bell is this? Like what? What did my man say?
Where'd that come from, Brandy? That's crazy. Strange photo that was posted on Twitter on November 22nd, day before my birthday. Someone else had to be in BS room if it is real. This person has some very disturbing posts regarding the Idaho students. This person needs to be watched. Disturbing content. Looks like a photo taken of one of the victims from a distance. Ipsy evidence. It's 3 a.m. in Moscow, Idaho.
Is that I Spy, maybe?
That is creepy. Yeah, Dylan is very much tall. Dylan is like taller. She's taller than me. I know that much.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon says I have the real photo. This is not King Road. Okay. Thank you, Gordon. And thank you. Who sent me that? Hold on. Brandy. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate that. Backing up. Bethany with a guy. There's another one from Bubbly. Oh, yeah. I do remember this. That's right. Is this her boyfriend, though? Dylan is definitely man-sized. No lie.
Kelly, I don't know what happened to Brian.
That's the guy she was with. I don't know who that is. Somebody told me that dude's name was Jake. Before when we were asking who these people were, and I don't know.
Just send me that picture.
I will. I promise.
Just Joe said that photo was debunked. I don't know which photo.
The one with the one that I showed up before this. Right. And then this is it. I've seen this before.
Right, Lynn's another Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Jake 1002.
All right.
The Jakes, the Jacks, the Hunters, the.
All right, here we go. Oh, Shoop. Daniel Shoop. Jake. There's another one. Jake Shoop. They're showing these guys. That's Bethany. Or no, is that Yeah. X James Taylor X10 says handled. Meaning what? Which platform is this that we're looking at right here?
I don't know what that is.
I think Monday. Maybe Monday we should come in here and get everybody in here and just do a dive. And start finding the truth out on some of this stuff. So that's a hell of a statement to put out on somebody's social media. Something was handled.
Huh.
Over here, this is Elijah Shoup, I think. Yeah, Elijah Shoup, this guy over here. And it says, mess with the bull, get the horns. Then we got Daniel Shoup, sniper. That's a little angry face with a gun. And over here it says handled.
It looks like Instagram.
I've never really seen it like that, but
Jake Schuster. So many Jakes. Yes, there are a lot of Jakes.
Who's this guy they're pointing at with this arrow here? That guy does not look familiar to me.
I don't know. You'd have to send it to me. I can't.
Okay, I will forward these to you as well.
Brian wants another link, please.
We're gonna try it again, Brian.
Yeah, he rebooted.
Okay. Not a problem, my friend. Hold on.
I had to restart my computer earlier too. I was like, ugh.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I don't want to cooperate.
What are you doing?
Chic Antique. I don't believe we did. That I remember.
Did what?
We ever find Bethany's 1014 tailgating ticket?
No.
Seatbelt ticket or whatever that was?
No, we did. I never did. No.
Yeah, I didn't think we did. And then I forgot about it.
Thank you, Hanstan. Thank you very much. If I mispronounced your name, my apologies, please. Come on up, Brian, my brother. That disturbs me. That thing we just looked at, that whole thing that said handled, that bothers me a lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I'll be forwarding all that stuff to you. Remind me if I don't do it soon, okay? Are you in a band? Are you in a band, Mama Bear?
No. But I get that question a lot. It's my husband's.
We're all kind of musicians around this. I found out there's quite a few of us that are.
Not me. Jeff's been trying to get me to learn, but no, I'm not musical.
I didn't know Daniel played guitar.
Oh, really?
From Drunk Turkey. Dan from Publicly Buzz plays the guitar. We played because I'm a drummer. Everybody, I have guitars in the back. I mean, there must be a lot of musicians that jump on here. Handled sound, yes, Bonnie. That's the point. Handled sounds very scary.
Mm-hmm.
Mess with the bull, you get the horns, and then somebody says handled. Really?
Dave's, Justin's, Kim's.
Yeah, and we were talking about that. There it is, David Barrioka. Now, here's the thing, guys. I got severely disturbed, and I mean severely disturbed, back in January, I think it was, when we started looking at the 4chan posts. Okay, those were dark, and I mean dark. The things that were being said, and I was trying to attribute it to a bunch of kids that were just saying what they were saying. They were dark, guys. There were some really grotesque things that were said about Kaylee, the way she was referred to. I just didn't even know what to say. It scared me. I'll be honest with you. Those things scared me. And these David's names came up in that 4chan thing.
Yeah. Eva Bell wants to know who sent that.
Bubbly did. She said it right in the chat, right above Kim's or Eva's name. Sorry. or right below.
Shoops donate big money to university. Have a wing in their name, I believe. Whoa.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Now it's like it says you're in the show. You
Huh?
guys can see me, but I can't hear you.
Oh, we
I
can
can
barely
hear
hear you.
you.
I am doing wrong.
You
It
gotta
is
have a
muffled.
yeah, and you have a microphone, but your speakers must not be hooked up, bud.
Why am I not hearing
Thanks,
you?
Andrew. It's my husband's.
And
Thank
then
you
from
so
all
much,
this, I
Hans.
know that you can't really have YouTube on. You're on this. Right.
Dago, can you see a date on those posts?
Oh my God.
Which post?
Oh my God. I had my other son.
The ones that I just put up?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were January 12th.
January 12th, Eva Bell.
Well, let me double check it to be sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it said.
Can you hear me?
A little bit.
So I'm still
Well,
a
he can't.
mess?
What's he
So
saying?
then I guess wait, so should I turn up the mic?
Maybe turn it up.
Yeah, you sound like you're far away from it.
You guys, you and all your technology makes me feel so stupid. Okay, wait, I'll turn this up.
We've
this
all
better?
started somewhere, Brian.
Right.
You
Believe
want
me,
what?
we all started somewhere with.
You know, it used to be to where once this happened, then you would be coming through my headphones that have the microphone on.
Yeah.
Now I can hear you all through the microphone. I mean, through the headsets.
Yeah, there says 10 week, I guess, is when that was posted, or no? Is that what that means? 10W? But I don't know when this came out. There's no actual like date on it. Oh wait, yeah, there is. December 6th of 2021. Oh.
So like she said, they would be alum.
Love bubble baths.
That was a while ago though. That was like a year before.
Yeah.
A year and a few days before anything happened. So what's that all about? I don't know.
Bubbly said, if that pic disturbs you, you don't want to see what else I have.
I want to see it all, Bubbly. I told you that. You can't. I have real thick skin. Oh, there we go. Thank you so much, Miss Brandy. Guys, this channel, once again, I know you're probably tired of hearing this, is 100% crowdfunded, folks. That is the only way I can come to you guys. By paying the StreamYard and the other bills, the internet, and so on and so forth. So I put up my Cash App, PayPal, and my Venmo links for anybody that would be interested in supporting the channel via donating to those links. I do appreciate you so very much. More than you know. Yeah, we can kind of hear you, Brian. It says check you plugged in the right headphones, Brian. I don't know.
Okay, these are the kind of headphones that you unplug when you go on.
Okay, you're clearer now than you were.
Oh, cool.
Can you hear us?
Look, I would really love to ask you guys, as far as Emma and Dee, do any of us have any clue if either one of these people come from very affluent, powerful positions? Because getting out like that is really messed up.
It sure is, and I don't. They do.
Scary.
Well,
really scary.
Eva, let me ask you a question. Do you know the family? Well, we know where D came from, okay? And I don't know where Emma came from. I could not find any kind of a background on her. I'm sorry. I looked, and other than her Facebook stuff, which has all been revamped into her new world and her new life, I guess. So I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with their families, though, Brian. I'll be honest with you.
No, what I'm trying to say is I'm wondering if we have a very high up political person pulling stuff. I mean, we know D has had a very hard life. His younger brother is acting out, breaking the law. So in terms of family system, that is a problem. But Miss Emma, hey, I came from money. Emma looks like money. Emma holds herself like money. She has a safe at 21. Who needs a safe at 21? So somewhere we've got money. And that makes me think, how did we get out?
Well,
Basic murder charge.
There's
something going on.
Well, if there wasn't a bail that had to be posted, I'm sure that wasn't hard if they were selling drugs. Okay.
Right. That's what I'm trying to find out.
That's what I was wondering myself.
That's really scary to me. You guys blew me away when you did this earlier that they were out. It like spun my brain around. It's like the movie The Godfather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, no, I understand, Bubbly. That's up to her. Eva, yeah, sorry, Eva Bell. If you're comfortable with it, Bubbly was wondering if you would want to swap email addresses. And if you are, I can do it privately. It's up to you. I just don't want you to be uncomfortable or anything like that. That's all I'm saying. Same goes for you, Bubbly.
I just want to say hi to my mama.
He's talking to you, Mama Bear.
Oh, sorry, what?
He just wanted to say hi to you.
Oh, hi, Brian.
All right, let's calm it down in here, please.
Yeah, I was trying to watch what was going on.
Just be respectful. That's all I'm asking you guys. Nothing more.
Oh, are they being mean to me?
No, not you. They were talking about something
No.
altogether. You're fine, bro. All right, guys. We're gonna definitely have to continue this Monday because I do want to go into more of this. Okay. Like I said, it might be a good idea to do it. Just come in here Monday, set up, and do a dive. Everybody just start looking for stuff. If we want to do that, I'm down for that, guys. I've done that before, and we can just start displaying, especially with this happening now. I have a big bag of curiosity opened up. Okay.
That's a cute sentence. Big bag of curiosity. You bet, dude.
Yeah, right. Especially with this this thing with the jail. That's got my mind floating all over the place.
Oh, me too. So let me just ask you this.
Absolutely.
Whatever's going on, okay, I cannot hear you through the headphones, but you can apparently hear me. So does that mean I can just do whatever we're doing now next time we all talk? When for some reason it doesn't seem to matter that I can't hear you through the headphones, but the golden rule is don't have YouTube on. I have YouTube on because that is where I'm hearing you from. So is that not causing problems since I don't seem to know what I'm truly doing?
We're not we're not getting the echo that we should get, but I think it's because you're far enough away.
Something lucky me.
Yeah, usually what happens is if you click on the link and you come up here, StreamYards will open up and then you shut down YouTube. Therefore, you wouldn't be able to hear us. But do you not have any speakers plugged in or anything?
Well, no, I've done it before.
You were up here before.
And then this time when I tried to get to you after my totally humiliating landline phone thing,
right.
So then I tried again right now, and I got it kind of working. But when I do the StreamYard only, I don't hear anything in the headphones. The audio I am getting to talk to you all is through YouTube. But as long as that is not doing what seems to be the classic thing where you guys get echo, man, hey, look, I don't care to figure this out. I just want to talk to you.
Right. Right. No, I understand completely.
So it's okay to do it like this. We're not nothing bad on you all's end. Is echoing, screaming, yelling, whatever.
No, other than it sounds like you're in a tunnel. No.
Okay, good.
How far away from the microphone are you?
No, the microphone is on the headsets.
So if you were to lift that mic, if you were to lift it up closer to your mouth, try to do that real quick.
Okay, is that better?
That's way better.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I was wondering that too, Roger, if it wasn't room echo.
I think it is. That's what I think is going on.
No, what I don't understand now is how come through the headphones I don't hear you. But that's fine. I'm hearing you audio through YouTube. But as long as it doesn't turn it into a mess for all you guys.
Right. I'm not sure what the deal is, but I mean, it kind of works a little bit. So I guess we'll go with that.
Oh, great. I would love to go with that if you don't mind, because I would really like to figure out how those two are out.
Right. I would too. The bad thing is I'm going to have to end this for today. We've been going for what?
Almost 4 hours.
Yeah. And I got, the boss just walked in the door. And I got to do some things, but I will be live tonight on Publicly Buzzed. I'm sure there'll be some talk about that tonight. For those of you that are interested in jumping on over there, we did drop the link in here a little while ago. And bubbly. Okay, hold on. And then tomorrow night.
Publicly, do publicly. They're terrific. It's a really nice vibe. It's warm. It's crazy. They're great. It's been great to watch them blow up.
Yeah, I love them guys over there. We have a good time. So I'll be up there tonight, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It should be a blast, guys. I hope to see you guys over there. And then tomorrow night, we're doing a movie night where we're watching Donnie Brasco and the Discord for members only. And then Monday, we will be back here all over again, just like this. And I think we're gonna find
Mama.
We're gonna definitely be digging around trying to figure out what the hell's going on with this Monday. Okay, guys.
Be good, y'all.
All right, Brian. Thank you for jumping in here, brother. Always appreciated. Always appreciated. And like I said, looking forward to Monday. You can jump back up here Monday, and we can do a little bit more of this. Okay, brother.
Bye, Gina.
All right, Brian. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Bye, Brian. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye, guys. All right. Brian's awesome. Love it.
Oh, the link for tonight. Okay.
Yes, let's
Randy,
drop the
do you have the link for Publicly Buzzed? You can throw in there real quick, please.
And besides that, guys, I want to thank you guys all for being here today. You guys are absolutely amazing.
Molly.
Molly came back. I thought she left. But thank you for coming back, Molly. There is the link, guys. Publicly Buzzed. Like I said, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be there. They will be there. Hopefully, you will be there. It should be a good time, guys. We're going to be talking about a little bit everything and having a good time. Thank you so much. Hashtag welcome to the sauce and welcome to becoming a meatball. We have well over 100 members now, guys. That's absolutely amazing. And I appreciate every single one of you guys for that. Mama Bear, thank you so much for joining me today, as always. Jules, thanks for joining the chat today. Very much appreciated. All the rest of you guys, thank you for being here. Absolutely. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. Eva Bell, thank you for jumping in and putting your insight in here. I do definitely appreciate you. Okay, I see what you're saying. And then again, guys, don't forget to love yourselves and love each other, because that's all we got. You guys are absolutely amazing. I love you all so very much, and I will see you all on the other side. Have a great one, folks. Bye-bye.
Have a great holiday weekend, guys. Be safe, and I will see you Monday. Love y'all.